Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Ran in.
Jodi, we kind of match.
We do.
Isn't it so weird the way the camera's so far away now?
Yeah, it's weird.
It's very weird.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm Jodi.
I'm Tracie.
We are the Grocery Girls.
And we are in subarctic Alberta, Canada. But we're very used to it because we've lived here forever.
Sunny skies.
Right?
Love it.
Blue skies.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's cold, but bright and sunny. So we do love it.
You
Hello,
guys.
Germany, Sabine.
January is gone
Good morning, Liz.
and February is here.
Which is like the shortest month. So don't blink because it's going to be over soon.
Hello, Leslie from Minnesota.
I've got 2 drinks going today because I'm so thirsty.
Good morning, Lotta. Snowy Calgary. They got a huge dump of snow.
We got so lucky. So we spent 4 or 5 days in Canmore last week. And literally, it was fantastic weather until 20 minutes outside of home. Like the drive home was a dream. And then this weather storm came in and it was like, okay, fun's over. We're back to being
That's so funny.
Alberta, as is.
Good morning, Louisiana. Hi,
Probably,
Karen.
is it hot and sweaty down there? You guys are probably all still recovering from the Super Bowl, crazy town. And then they're going to have Mardi Gras. Like, that's kind of crazy. Crazy month for
Karen
them.
said we switched sides. We didn't switch sides. Is it reversed? Is it mirrored this morning on YouTube?
You guys, I don't know what to tell you about YouTube, but what I will tell you is we have to do our setup very differently because I don't know why. We haven't changed anything about what we're
the
using.
camera angles are weird now. Anyway.
Good morning, Texas. It's cold in the south. Hello, Norway. I do love a good weather update, you guys.
You are switched.
What?
It's reversed. That's freaky.
Well, that's just weird. Bless you. I'm not okay with that.
Excuse me. I came.
Good morning, Amanda.
I came home with a little bit of a cold. Just a little bit. Not
Yeah.
terrible. You are reversed.
That is horrible. If I had to vote, I would say that's not okay.
First
we have a
time
system.
ever.
That's crazy.
Good morning.
Crazy. Snow day in Portland. Star high. Does that mean everybody stays home? Usually when I hear the term snow day, I think that means everybody's just hunkered down at home.
Good morning, Leslie from Yorkshire.
I think they switched the camera to reverse. So how do we do that? Like, so literally now we'll have to switch sides?
No, that's weird.
It would just be weird for us, not all the people that watch. Okay, well, maybe next time we'll have to do that because my pile is all here.
No, I feel like YouTube needs to get the shit together.
Oh, yeah, that's what's going to happen in a week. For sure.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll just wait on. Put a pin in that.
Yeah. School's canceled.
Somebody has a runny nose. Oh, who was that? That was one of our Canmore friends. School is canceled. Lucky. Kids must love that. They must pray for snow.
Being in a cold area that gets tons of snow, that stuff never happened for city kids.
No.
Country
Especially when you
kids.
live 2 blocks from school, there was no excuse. But yeah, the country schools, the buses, like the bus companies would just say, we're not running today.
Yeah.
So those kids got to stay home. I've never in my life had a snow day. There are days that I just think, well, as an adult, I don't need to go anywhere today because it's a minus a million and the roads are terrible. But there's never been a situation where they're like, yeah, don't come to work. It's bad.
Iowa had 9 inches of snow. That's a lot.
That is a lot.
Yeah.
That is a lot.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hello,
I see
Maureen.
Lotta.
Good
Looking
morning,
through my
Karen.
romper room mirror.
From Nanaimo.
Oh, lucky. Gosh, Vancouver
Good
Island.
morning, Laura. Terry, how are you?
Laura says, yay, Canmore friends. You guys, I love it.
Marilyn, good morning. Hello, Diane. So
So did you bounce out of bed this morning? Ready to roll?
Didn't bounce, but I was excited. You guys, like my you know what it could be also? Like January blues, like the vitamin D deficiency.
It's a huge thing.
Right? So
Yes, it's a huge thing.
I've been like over 2 weeks now with vitamin D.
Bumping it up?
I've added vitamin D because I was just taking a multivitamin and that's
Oh.
not near enough.
I always take the on its own.
So whether it's like I've moved through it or it's the vitamin D or it's a combination.
You're feeling better?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Great. It's a big thing. It's a real thing.
But
That's
did
why
I jump out of bed? No.
Never,
That will
ever.
never happen.
Never, ever.
Even on my happiest days.
Right.
Yeah.
No, me either, but I love it.
I know.
I'm actually a little over it being dark for so long, like when you wake up and it's still pitch black.
Although the other day it was 5:30 and it threw me off that it was 5:30 and still so bright. So each day we're getting a
5:30
few
p.m.
minutes.
Yes, it's adding up. It's adding up every day.
And you guys, it's Family Day weekend in Canada. Canada.
Yes.
I'm taking the day off.
I actually just noticed that this morning, and I thought, yay, I get a long weekend.
Right.
Good morning, you guys.
And I feel like I've turned a corner with my hip. That was the other thing, you guys. So it's still, a little bit tight. Like I'm still working on continuing like the range of motion. But like it's so good.
So, but that's because you're doing all your physical therapy and stuff.
Yes.
That's
from home.
Right. You don't join the group?
I didn't join the group. But I had 2 classes on my own. Like I paid for those ahead of time.
You do private? No group?
It's not because I didn't want to do group, but it's like, she's like, you're so good because your mobility was so good before. Continue to do these at home.
That's the thing, right? Everybody's got their own program.
And it's basically get your steps in and just make sure you're stretching.
Yeah.
So look.
Good for you. Who knew you were such an athlete? No, you've done your part of it, and it seems to have made a huge difference.
I think so.
New hip, 2 thumbs up.
But I'm like,
highly recommend.
They said 3 months to be off work, but he gave me the go ahead at 6 weeks to do what you felt okay with, like let your body tell you. And I'm like, 3 months, I got this. And I'm like, 3 months, almost.
3 months is the number.
Yeah, like 10 weeks. I'm 10 weeks, and I'm thinking I'm now like where I get up and don't feel sore. Wow. There's no,
That's
so it's so good.
Jodi.
Yes, Tracie.
And you said, oh, this is so funny. This is turning into the arthritis podcast. But you said your joint still feels sore. Like, remember when we were away and you're like, wow, still feels achy with the weather.
Yes.
And I thought that sounded weird.
Well, not necessarily my joint, but that area. And I'm like, why is it when the weather turns so cold, I still am so...
I don't know.
Okay,
there's a question for our orthopedic knitters out there.
Anyway.
Okay, interesting.
I was excited to come back this morning.
Me too, always.
And you guys,
we missed a week,
I flogged a sweater. Oh, we couldn't do it, you guys. We tried. Just getting ready.
We're finally learning is what it is.
To go away and work.
We were going away Wednesday, and we had a window Tuesday, which we've done in the past, I don't know how many times. We'll do it the day before we leave. Yeah. Well, you know all the stuff that you have to do the day before you go anywhere.
Could we have done it? Yes. But
no,
then it would have added more stress.
It would have been crazy till like 10 p.m. then.
Yeah, no.
I know what you mean. I guess it's physically possible. I'm really glad we didn't. So
yeah, me too.
We've got so much for you guys today. I have so much knitting to share today, and cool stuff that showed up. Some fun new companies to me, which new-ish, and I love that.
Good morning,
It was really great.
Okay, good.
Really great.
Good.
Yeah.
And
so many fun things.
We, Grocery Girls, had an anniversary this weekend.
We're 9. Can't you tell?
We are officially 9 full years podcasting.
It's wild.
Let the parade start. Let the confetti
Where's
cannons.
the confetti cannon? Where's the t-shirt gun?
Right?
So tell me about that. 9 years.
Wow.
Does it feel like that?
No.
I feel like it feels like in the blink of an eye, it's been 9 years.
That's the thing, you guys. Time is so relative, and the older you get, the faster it feels.
Oh my gosh.
We've just had the most fun in 9 years. So no, it doesn't feel like 9 years. And the people we have met in 9 years, it's been a highlight.
That is from the bottom of my heart, that is the biggest blessing.
Yeah. The community, I feel grateful to be included in.
Yeah.
And part of, I'm proud to say I'm a fiber and yarn enthusiast and be part of this fucking awesome community. Right? I mean, it's really, truly and I saw it also. We were at our Canmore retreat this weekend, Knitting in the Rockies, hosted with Knit Social and ourselves, 2nd annual.
It was so great.
But I saw it when I see the women gather again that returned from last year.
Yes.
That was amazing. Knowing they had kept their conversations going the whole entire year,
Yeah.
but also just the people who are willing to do anything for a stranger. Let me help you. Can I do this for you? Let's do it was so amazing.
Yeah, the supportiveness of it. Where it's
Yeah.
like, oh, you're in it. Well, of course I'll get in a car with you, stranger. We're not strangers. Like, there really is that heartfelt part of the community where, you know, we always use the example. People say, well, I don't want to go to a fiber event by myself. I don't want to go to a retreat. You're never by yourself. You're in a group of people that you already have so much in common with, which
Yeah.
I think is just a symbolizing of the embrace, like embrace you. We have so much in common, but you're you and you're unique. And I want to learn all about you, but we already feel connected through this.
Our friend Angela, who we met for the first time in Bainbridge
Yeah.
Island, who came as a single,
Yeah.
who met tons of people, who came as a single again in Canmore, and she said, it's always so amazing because her experience is just that. Like,
Yeah.
people take you under their wing. You instantly have this common thread.
Angela doesn't know any strangers.
No, she's
Her
amazing.
energy,
Yeah. But even
everybody wants to know her.
who else? There
Yeah.
was a couple of other people that came as singles. that are
Everybody,
just-
lots of people. Winsome came from Brooklyn. Like, lots of people came on their own.
It's admirable. I don't know that I would go on my own.
It would take a deep breath. I think I would do it, but I would feel nervous about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to. Let's be clear. Don't get any weird ideas. Anyway, we're going to be celebrating our birthday more next week
Yeah.
because we absolutely think this community is something to celebrate, and we are so grateful that you guys still show up for us, and we get so excited still. It never occurs to us to not do this just because we don't want to or because we're bored. Like, none of that. I feel the same kind of energy, even more so.
It's funny. And
More
then
comfortable.
Marianne, our dear friend Marianne, who we met last year for the first time, I believe it was the first time, came with a friend, but this year had met so many friends, came came by herself.
Already had
to see the people
yeah.
that she had met friends with last year. So I adore
the whole
every single one of them.
Yeah.
The whole community, everybody we've met along the way.
Yeah.
I consider all of you my little yarny friends, and I couldn't be more thrilled to.
It's so true. And I'll be honest, it's still, I mean, it is the biggest. We're so lucky and so fortunate. And we love meeting you. But when you look up and we go to somewhere like Rhinebeck and there's all these people that want to meet us still, that's not taken for granted in any way. I always think, oh, we're going to go to hell. Nobody's going to be there. We could just keep shopping at Rhinebeck. You know, truly, that's
totally. And that's part of the fun, or having these fiber friends that you sometimes only see once a year. I mean, that's the downside, but it's like you get excited to go to an event because you're going to see X, Y, and Z that you haven't seen in a year.
Yeah, and it makes it even pushes it even more special.
Yeah.
It's already special.
Yeah.
So anyway, happy birthday. We'll celebrate more next week, and 9 years has flown by like a crazy, that's
Tara, good morning.
Good morning.
Tara was a retreat guest this past weekend.
Yeah. Tara got engaged at our retreat last year. Remember?
No.
Yes. Yes.
She did?
Yes, it's the cutest story. I don't know. Anyway, it's the cutest story. But she said now we are part of that special day for them because right after they got engaged, I don't know if I should say this. I hope this is okay, Tara. We sent out a group text, like to the WhatsApp. All these retreats have group.
Oh, yes.
Group. It's the group. So if whenever anything's happening, throw it in the WhatsApp. If you guys want to come. You threw it out in the WhatsApp that we were going to go knit by the fire out on the patio right after they got engaged. And her now fiance is like, well, you better go. Like, it's like this romantic moment. And Jodi Brown's like,
Tara's like,
right in there. Yeah. And she's like,
I'm coming.
She's like, okay, bye.
Listen, that moment, you guys, you could never predict, especially in
It's
the
the
part of the world
cutest.
we're
It's the
in. You could
cutest.
never predict. It could be a snowstorm where you don't see 2 feet in front of you.
Yeah.
We mentioned it. We sat outside and knit.
Yeah.
That was a moment
I would
won't
never,
forget.
and if I was, putting bets down, never in Canmore in February are you outside in your coat, without a coat.
No, we were sweaters.
Yeah, no coats, sitting outside knitting by a fire. Anyway,
Let's Tara down the hallway to the fire.
Tara, thank you for.
Don't start without me.
I love you. I love my ring. I'm out of here. Where's Jodi? Like,
It's so funny.
it
Good
was
morning,
adorable.
Shayla.
It was so funny. Good morning,
Good morning,
everybody.
good morning.
But listen, your little stories, you guys, I love when you share them because it just means so much. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
We are actually in the early planning stages of Canmore 2026.
Yeah, if you ever wanted to come freeze your butt off in Alberta in February, we will be here. We would love to meet you.
Newsletters for Knit Social and newsletters for Grocery Girls will keep you in the know.
Yeah, sign up. And it's extra special because we get to do it with Amanda and Fiona. And
God, I
here,
love those women.
And here in our own home province, we always travel to retreats, which is awesome. But we knew Canmore would be such a great spot, and it's just cool that it happens now.
We've always known we really, really liked Amanda and Fiona, but you're always just in passing. Knit City, Vancouver, how are you? You didn't really get to spend a lot of time. Now that we've spent actual time with them over the last couple of years and going to their, even going as an attendee to their retreat,
They're never getting
so
rid
busy.
of us. They're never getting rid of us.
But I adore those
It's
women.
one of those chemistry things.
Yeah.
Like you just click, just the way you click with certain people, and it is effortless and such a gift, and we love working with them. So
I just want to share a photo.
Super special.
That we took at the airport right after we were dropping them off after the retreat.
Yeah.
And it just kind of, I can see the look on everyone's faces that everyone is like so happy.
So relaxed and at ease with one another and our arms around each other. And it was just like, hey, like that's how we feel, truly.
Right. Like this
Truly.
was just like, we've just had the best weekend with two amazing women that we love.
Yeah.
That's what this community does. It lifts you up.
It does. And I mean, this might be a good time to say, you guys, we have a cruise to Italy coming in September.
Yeah.
These are intimate trips, intimate groups where, Joji Locatelli and Vera Valimaki are coming to teach the group. So if you go to grocerygirlscruise.com, you'll see all the details. It's truly a once in a lifetime trip. We don't really plan on duplicating things, so we're very excited about it. And there's a big celebration all throughout Europe this summer.
It's the Jubilee.
The Jubilee. So there's special things happening in every port. It's literally, we've had people come for special anniversaries or birthdays, or Betty in our Canmore group, she's retired. No, she turned 70. She's doing 7 trips in the year she turned 70. I'm going to mark that one down because that's a great idea.
How about 53 trips for 53?
There you go.
Years? Yeah, that's amazing.
So,
I love her.
anytime I think makers gather, there's just it's a special thing to be doing these trips together.
Bring your spouse.
Oh my gosh.
There's so much time. You guys, every day for 8 hours, you're in a port.
It is. It's awesome.
And
then we gather for a knitting making circle every day. We gather for dinner every day. And it is just the most wonderful. We just keep having these amazing experiences. So if you're interested, grab a spot. We'd love to see you. But it's all over at grocerygirlscruise.com. So as long as people want to do trips, we love to host.
I love that too.
Yeah.
Happy Black History Month.
It is.
That's super important too, right? We
Well,
want to make sure.
Yes, of course. Yes.
Right?
I love it. But it's like every time these things come up, you're like, I wish it was just all the history. But of course.
But this month we're amplifying if
Yes,
we can make
100%.
It should be 12 months of the year.
Yes,
I totally
yes.
get where you're coming from.
Yes.
But I want to acknowledge that February is Black History
Yes.
Month, and we want to make sure we highlight
Yes.
all the beautiful people of color.
Yeah. And I tell you, I get surprised all the time. Like there's history that pops up at this time of year that I just think, how am I just learning about that?
That's amazing.
It is amazing.
Keep educating yourself.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
amazing.
totally,
I love that.
totally.
Okay, should we start with knitting?
I would love to.
You finished a sweater.
I finished a sweater, and I wasn't sure I would finish because I don't know why. I just felt like the days were dwindling and things were busy. So this is the Bergman by Caitlin Hunter that came out not that long ago, really. In the fall of last year?
Yes.
Yeah. So
Quite new.
it hasn't been out all that long. It's this beautiful graphic color work round yoke sweater. I'll stand up a little bit. I used our custom Grocery Girls spin cycle yarn color called Playful Pop in the Dream State base. It's a worsted weight sweater, and I just can't even. Like, knitting with this color changing yarn is unbelievable. It's so much fun. And then for my main color, I used Frankie Gray Fibres, Jodi's beautiful yarn company, with her daughter Jordan, in their mohair and their sock held together. This is all I have left from 2 skeins of sock yarn and 2 skeins of mohair. That's all this took. I had about this much left of the sock yarn.
Okay.
And this much left of mohair.
Amazing.
2 skeins.
Could you have knit, because this is a DK sweater.
No, it's a worsted weight sweater.
Oh, it's a worsted
sweater.
sweater.
It's knit.
Oh, nice.
It's knit in Retrosaria's Mungo, which is a half wool, half recycled cotton.
That's a beautiful
fluff
base
up my
too.
nose. It's definitely worsted weight.
Yeah.
But you can get that gauge using all kinds of yarn. Maybe you use DK weight yarn and you can still get the same gauge, but a looser fabric, which is what I love. Like, I love the fingering and mohair at that worsted weight gauge, just because it's a lighter, airier fabric for me.
And you were 3 skeins of worsted.
Go by the pattern. I can't remember.
So like 150 grams maybe of a...
Just go by
contrast.
whatever Caitlin tells you for your size. She tells you, they do a lot of work figuring out your yardage, and it's always that, and usually with a little bit of a buffer.
Yeah.
So even if you're close to the end of that yardage, I would say go for it. As long as you're on gauge, it should have a little bit extra built in there. You should be okay.
Yeah.
I wish I knew. I could weigh this sweater because I know I'm about, I know how much this is. I could subtract this amount.
Yeah.
I could weigh the sweater. I'll try and do that. I don't know that I have something.
So you used 1 skein.
2 skeins of fingering, 2 skeins of mohair.
Oh, yeah, because it's meter for meter.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
So, but for some reason, mohair just...
It's a little off sometimes.
Yeah, I don't know why. So that's all, but that's all I had. So that surprised me because I knit a size 5, but my gauge was smaller, so I got a size 4. But I knew that when I swatched. Like, I knew that. that was intended. It turned out great. It was a really nice pattern to knit. I loved the color work. And you kind of can't see, but at the bottom...
Oh, that's cute.
The bottom, there's color work too.
Is that the same color work in the pattern?
No. So this is one thing I did change. The color work in the cuff is just this little bit, and then you go into a nice rib. The bottom should be more like this. See, it's a little bit more.
Oh, yes.
Little bit more.
Yeah.
But I really liked, I was on the fence whether or not I wanted to do the ribbing or the color work at the bottom. And then after I knit my sleeves, I thought, oh, I really like this. So I just did that. So really, I should have used even less yarn for the spin cycle than I should have. So anyway, I love the yarn. I love the sweater.
Let's continue on with this Playful Pop.
Sure.
So there was a little marketplace at the retreat this weekend, and we had brought some of our spin cycle yarn. So I wanted to knit the bulky up. This is the plump. And I just knit, there was a free 2x2 pattern on Ravelry. I'll get you the name of it. But this is 1 skein, and I had a little bit left. 1 skein of plump, bulky knits a hat.
Jodi, this is funny. So one thing we've learned over the years, you go to a knitting retreat and not a lot of knitting seems to happen. So like, I used to pack all these projects, but what I packed this time was 1 skein of plump. I actually brought 2 skeins. So I just hand wound it because it's so much fun. I didn't know what I was going to need. So I hand wound 2 skeins, cast on in the car, and 1 skein got me sort of like a medium-sized pair of mittens. And these are the world's simplest mitten by Tin Can Knits.
Look at.
They're so adorable because they mismatch.
Yeah, that's fun. Yours. Okay.
I should put on your hat.
Hashtag when you love your spin cycle colors
Totally.
so much.
And as I was knitting these mittens, I thought to myself, I've knit our color in every base. So I've got plump mittens and the worsted sweater and the fingering weight in a pair of socks. So that's how much we love it. So Again, thank you, Spin Cycle.
Okay, and then this is also Spin Cycle, you guys. This is knit by Shelly, my friend Shelly in BC. This is the Shift Cowl. Remember I had said, did I show this?
No.
I had said what amazingly different oddball skeins
You showed
we'd
us
gotten.
3
Okay,
skeins.
so I had sent Shelly 3 very different skeins.
That were all playful pop.
And she knit me a Shift Cowl.
This is that epic pattern by Andrea Mowry that everybody loves.
You need 3 contrasting
3,
colors.
yeah.
You can do it in solids. It doesn't have to be Spin Cycle, you guys. I've seen it in both. It's amazing. But because you're having slip stitches poke through different sections, you want to make sure it's highly contrasted.
One of us should put all of this on.
Right? And this is what came of it.
It's
you guys,
beautiful.
This accessory, it just folds on itself so perfectly, and you can kind of wear it a little asymmetrical.
I need to make one in the correct yarn because when I made it, I didn't know anything about Spin Cycle, and I assumed it was a worsted weight pattern. So I bought Dream State. Well, there wasn't enough in a skein of... Anyway, it was kind of a gong show. But I love it also in Dream State. But I don't have one in the proper weight and size. And I would love one. So one day. And it's it's mosaic slip stitch knitting.
Yeah.
Why am I putting my mittens back on? I don't know.
So now I'm matchy-matchy.
It looks so cute on you. And the color's great.
So
I did modify this mitten pattern because I was really trying to get a 1 skein project.
Yes.
The World's Simplest Mittens. You guys, I don't even know if I'm on gauge. I should measure this. I did her chunky version and the 28 stitch. It's a free pattern. Get it in their app. But they asked for 4 inches of ribbing, and I did not do that because I was like, I don't need that. But so I did more like 2 inches of ribbing. Mm-hmm. And then when I got to the end and I had 4 stitches on each side to decrease, I Kitchener stitched them together instead of like pulling it through like a hat.
I like that look.
I don't know why I decided. I like it.
These are fun little tweaks you can do.
I just wanted the shape. I don't know. I guess I was going for that shape. Anyway, these I knit the whole time we were away. These came with me to, when we went out for dinner, when we went out for coffee, when we were visiting with everybody. So there's got a lot of good memories knit into those.
I'm just trying to find the pattern of this hat that I...
Sure. If you're big into matching things, this may not be your kind of yarn. I did manage my yarn a little bit. I cast this one on first. And when I was in this tealy section, I noticed my yarn ball still had a lot of teal. So I knew I was getting close to the end. I wanted to add some more pink. So I did cut it off. And then that's where I cast on again for the second one. So I had like maybe a meter left out of the whole ball.
Wow.
And if you have if you want to knit a bigger size, you could do fingerless and still get it with one ball.
Love that.
So I love a 1 skein project.
Okay, I found the hat, you guys. It's called...
I'm going to have to knit myself one.
Water is Life hat, and it's knit originally in Malabrigo yarn. It's a bulky weight hat. It's by Lavanya.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
And it's a free pattern.
Yeah, it's a free pattern. Water is life. Just everyone needs a 2x2 in their pocket. Like I actually ended up just using her stitch count, and then I just did decreases on my own at the top. But her pattern is easy to follow.
She's awesome.
It's perfect, you guys. And a ribbed hat fits everybody.
And a chunky, right?
Yeah,
right. These are a great 1 skein gift thing. Like remember that? Because if I was just knitting these, this is a weekend. It's so fast, right? But it's when you're busy talking to everybody that things go a little bit slower. But yeah, I love that idea.
I was assaulted by an Instagram ad that made me purchase a bag.
Oh my God, yes.
You guys, and it made me think of it because...
Helen wants to know how many skeins of Spin Cycle. Just go by what it says in the pattern for the yardage, for your size.
I think
because I honestly don't remember.
3 maybe?
I think I'm in 3.
Yeah.
Mine said, for my size, I think it said 3.
Here's also the thing, you guys. If you wanted to if you had 2 skeins and you wanted to make it
It
work.
said 3.
See how Tracie's it's cast on here with the spin cycle yarn?
Mm-hmm.
You can do this section in your main color yarn as well.
Yeah.
And not do the cuffs.
Yeah.
You could just do this part in the spin cycle. Like if you wanted to make it work and you didn't want to buy a third.
Or maybe you want to do just the yoke and just the cuffs and forget about the bottom, or just the top and just the bottom and not on the, like you can make things work. You are playing a bit of yarn chicken.
Yeah.
She's figured it out for you as it's written, but listen, we all do it. We all think I'm going to go for it with these 2 skeins and see how far. But that's a great idea to just use your main color and then introduce your contrast color in the chart.
Yeah.
Because this is short rows and stuff like that.
You can make it work. I feel like you got this. Try it. What's the worst thing? You run out of yarn?
No. Yeah.
Right?
Or you pull it out because you don't like it.
It actually, you guys, when I okay, I'll talk about my sweater in a minute.
Okay, let's talk about the bag because I love it. You're not usually sucked in by bags.
Rotunda.
What's that?
It's
so cute.
It's nylon. There's different sizes and there's add-on straps.
I really like the sporty hiking rope thing.
This is for the shoulder.
Does it come with that, or you pick
It comes
that?
with it. You get 2 straps with it. So this one, and then this is a little fun little chain. I don't know that I'll use that one because it's nylon. I feel like
I like it.
what you could do.
I would like 2 of those because those are short.
Yeah, they're out of stock on the long crossbody one, and I have email me when they're in stock. So I'm going to get a crossbody one to go with it.
You'll probably never use the short ones. Once
No.
you get the crossbody,
Yeah.
you'll be done.
So drawstring here, you guys.
I love the shape of the bottom.
Rectangle on the bottom. Let me tell you, it's hard to tell when you're buying it, like the dimensions. And then when you go inside, you guys.
You're going to use that so much. This is screaming travel bag.
That's what I thought.
Screaming.
Like knitting, then you can throw your wallet in it. It can be, it can be
And
your
it can be
purse.
something that gets wet because it's
Yeah.
nylon or whatever, right? Like you don't have to be precious about it. It's perfect for anywhere.
It's not reversible, but I'm just showing you an inside zipper pocket and then another big inside pocket here.
I love it, Jode.
Little carabiners. It's kind of sporty, right?
Very sporty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of like this. The long strap is pink and blue.
Cute.
Yeah.
In that rope?
Yeah.
I like it. I like this a lot. I think these knots are cute. And then the black on that's really
Yeah.
nice.
I thought it was really cute.
Never seen that brand before.
And not expensive, like 50 or 60 bucks.
Instagram sends me the same stuff all the time.
2 skeins of yarn worth?
Right. And it's a great knitting bag.
Yeah.
Knitting / travel.
Comes in a little, look, another knitting bag.
Right, a project bag.
Yeah.
And easy to squish in your suitcase.
Yeah. Very easy to squish.
I had a suitcase die in November from our Bainbridge trip. And then I used this one that my husband likes this time. And it's only got 2 wheels. Who has a suitcase with 2 wheels?
Who has to tilt and pull the
It's
suitcase?
so old, but still kicking, right? So it was good for most reasons. But I feel I am in the market for a good suitcase, you guys. I keep buying, I guess, kind of cheapo ones that don't. So I think maybe I should invest in something that's
Do you want a
good.
soft-sided one?
Well, I don't even know.
I've gone to hard-sided ones. I don't know that I love or dislike one or the other more.
I think I like the soft side better because there's always pockets on the outside. Like I can put my coat there or an extra pair
Yeah.
of big boots or something.
Yeah.
But the hard side ones, I love packing on 2 sides. You could see everything. The other one's just one big cavity.
Yeah,
Traveling is a racket, let me tell you.
that is so true.
Get yourself a Samsonite. Lotta, thank you. That's what my hairdresser said yesterday. She travels a lot, and she goes, "Oh, my daughter." She said my daughter's obsessed with finding the right luggage, and she said she's always buying us Samsonite.
And you don't have to spend a fortune. Go to Winners. Go to Marshalls.
Right, but there's also lots of ones that I have purchased there
Yeah.
that haven't lasted.
Yeah.
So sometimes I feel like
But you can get
a
Samsonite.
trusted brand. Yeah, I'm gonna go look.
Go to a luggage store.
I don't want to get ripped either, right?
No,
Like I love a good deal.
Go to Marshalls and Winners.
Okay, that's the deal. Okay, you guys.
Okay.
So not knitting, but maybe you can relate.
Yeah.
Okay, Jodi,
What?
we're very playful pop. I love it. And you know what? there were a lot of people out there that also wanted to try it. So thank you
Yes.
very much. We do have another order coming. So if you missed out or you really wanted to wait and see, what does this look like knit up? And I totally appreciate that. You haven't missed it. It is coming.
We have some plump and a few skeins of the sport, the dyed in the wool in
Yeah.
the shop, but we have more coming in March.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah. I can knit a onesie out of it.
Okay, good.
Oh, I love all these. Now I'm getting luggage recommendations.
you-
I knew you guys would know.
Listen, you just have to put it out there, Tracie.
I knew
People
it.
will have your back. Monos is also, and I love bays, but of course we're trying to be very Canadian and support our Canadian companies and all
Totally.
that stuff.
It's
so
important.
I didn't realize Monos, which is very similar to the beautiful brand.
I get them all the time on Instagram
But
too.
Monos is a great luggage brand.
Didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay. Love it.
Yeah.
Hello, Miss Georgia.
Georgia, we're podcasting.
She loves it. She loves that.
Especially if she's got a headache.
All right. Okay. More
good.
knitting. Jodi, I don't even know what's going on
Well,
over
it's
there.
because I didn't do most of it.
How about
I knit this hat.
how
Period.
about a gift knit,
Yes.
you guys?
Just wait a sec.
I can't even.
How about a cashmere?
What?
How about a cashmere gift knit?
Such a beautiful gift. I
Gail?
cannot even. Laura,
Well, Gail and Laura
this is
from Rhode Island.
right. This is knit in Lang Cashmere Light, and she said it's a free pattern they do out at their Skein yarn store all the time.
I have never squished this yarn in person.
Me either.
It is spectacular.
You guys, ridiculously soft.
Oh, you guys.
It's so beautiful.
But doesn't give off a lot of fuzz. Do you know what I mean? It's fuzzy without shedding.
I've worn it every day since I've had it.
Oh,
It will
it's
get
so
so
nice.
much wear. So I can tell you guys, I should put it in our Instagram stories. This is she did 112 stitches. I don't know what size needle. Maybe just go with the yarn ball. I would think maybe a 4 millimeter needle. It's 2 balls of Lang Cashmere Light. It is, or you can contact Skein Yarn Shop. They'll know the pattern. They have the yarn.
Yeah, they're in Rhode Island if you're lucky
So
enough.
if you guys, they'll give you the pattern for free and they'll give you all the details. But this is, again, another one that you think would be it's the perfect gift.
You guys,
So they showed up with cowls for Amanda, Fiona,
I know.
Jodi, and myself, all in like personally selected colors.
So this is light as a feather. Think of Drops Air. It's just there's nothing to it. It weighs like nothing. So this little layer around your neck, it's not constricting. Like there's enough ease.
It's the perfect
But
size.
it just feels like it's just taking the chill off.
And cashmere's extra warm.
Oh, you guys.
So it's a really great and not scratchy. Some people don't love mohair. Some people don't like whatever. There's no way you're going to feel this and think, this is not the softest thing you've ever felt.
It's amazing.
But it's a beautiful pattern, and I really wanted to share it because it's such a perfect little accessory that all of us can knit this up. Treat yourself, make yourself a cashmere cowl, or make a bestie, your bestie. It would be such a great little project. I should order some yarn from Skein too, because this yarn's.
Tracie also had an anniversary this past weekend.
I
A
did.
wedding anniversary.
I did.
44 years.
34. Our friend Anne was 44, like 2 days before. So shout out to all the February people that got married in February.
Yeah, our parents. Happy anniversary.
Our parents.
I missed it.
My husband and I got married on our aunt and uncle's anniversary. So I always get, we exchange texts every year.
There was a bride in Canmore the weekend we were there, so she's going
I
to have
missed her.
Yeah, I didn't see her. Jordan did.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love seeing brides. That was one of my favorite things when we used to go to Vegas and you'd see a bride running through the hotel. And,
Yeah.
Anyway, so if you have Lang Cashmere Light or if you want it, just hit up Skein Yarn Shop, you guys.
Love it.
I would definitely remember this to knit myself.
Okay, our friend that we met at Canmore.
Yep.
Her and her mother have a candle company.
We had 3 Lauras
We did have 3 Lauras.
in a group.
This is Candle Laura.
Yes. That's right.
But it's called Blue Bear Apothecary. Her and her mom are from Tahoe, Lake Tahoe.
It's so cool.
I don't know that I've met anyone from Lake Tahoe
I love
before.
that they're, because I said, how do you like working with your mom, your family? And her eyes lit up. She said, I love it. And it's not for everybody, but we felt the same way.
Yeah.
Like, we love working with our family.
We did love working with her family.
And she treated us to these beautiful candle each, the Blue Bear Apothecary. I haven't lit mine only so I can show you guys.
This is called Fallen Leaf Lake.
This one is Sand Harbor. Again, I just...
Oh, here. I don't know if you're going to be able to scan this from the screen, but here's a QR code. Probably not.
Maybe.
But go check her out, you guys. Her candles, and it's got the little wood wicks that sounds like it's a little crackle.
Yeah, they do.
So nice. I think
I
this
love
one's
that.
yours. It doesn't matter which one.
No, it is. You're right.
Yeah.
But either way, and they're just. So they're all just. They're just. I mean, she's really good at blending these colors.
Sand Harbor, you guys, is spectacular.
They're both amazing.
Oh, it's so
and
good.
It's not overpowering. Like, it's really just the perfect, lovely. I can't wait till I'm totally lighting it today.
Love it.
It's so cool.
Thank you, Laura.
Yes. Oh, again, thank you.
Okay. Do you have more knitting?
Knitting. Yeah, heck yeah, I have more knitting, don't I? I
better take this off before I
showed you my mittens. Okay. How about, we were talking about our birthday. How about a sneak peek at a special yarn that's coming next week? That is also from an amazing Canadian dyer that they created with us. And this is it. This is our brand new Timber Yarns, Heather and Dave out in Ontario. They're phenomenal self-striping dyers. And we sent a little inspiration palette, and they just went to town.
Oh, Tracie, these look so good.
Aren't they cute? This color is called Cupcakes and Confetti. Grocery Girl's
Aptly
birthday.
named for a birthday.
And they come with a sparkle mini. It's very subtle, but it's there.
We wanted it to be natural. We love the undyed for heels and toes.
Yeah.
And of course, sparkle, right?
Right. Little bit of sparkle. And they also dye on a marled sock base. So DK or fingering weight, but they did the self-striping on the black and white marled base too. I'm just totally crazy about this.
I love it.
I think it's gorgeous. Again, you get your sparkle mini.
It's not speckles, you guys. It's plied. It's black and it's natural and it's plied.
And then they dye stripes.
Yeah.
So I love it. I think it's
love it.
Amazing. And just a little bit different, because when you're a self-striping yarn lover, you just keep buying it because we're obsessed with it. We love it.
You won't believe how much self-striping yarn I have to show today.
Good. So here on this one, I use the stripes for the heel, which I love. And then just the white on the cuff and toe. And then this other one, I did a folded hem cuff, and then the heels and the toes in the mini.
We are going to have both on fingering and both on DK.
So this is coming next week.
Yes.
Sign up for our newsletter. It's something that, as long as Heather and Dave want to dye it, we will keep it in stock. We love it. And we just love collaborating. So thank you so much, Heather and Dave. We met them when we docked on our East Coast cruise in Sydney, Nova Scotia.
We did.
They flew in. They do custom colors. Like, there was Tracie's Rolling Yarn Shop.
Yeah.
She's got a custom yarn color with them. So that's just also an amazing community, right? Community support. So we just really connected with them and wanted to work with them. And this is what came of it.
Yeah.
So we hope you love it as much as we do.
We do love that.
Yeah.
We love collaborating. We love other makers. They approached us and we said, yes.
Of course, of course.
We would love to.
These were cranked on a sock machine, and then I added the heels, toes, and cuffs. But they're just a gorgeous stockinette sock. You can do all kinds of fun things with them.
I love it.
I love self-striping.
So, the yarn jar.
Ooh.
God, I love her. She's on Etsy, you guys. She's not even on Instagram. She's the yarn jar, and she's on Etsy. And I have a second order in the last 2 months coming this week.
I can't even. That's beautiful.
I'm going to get you the name. You know what this is? This is the Subway.
In New York?
Yep.
Cute.
London, maybe. No, it's New York. I'll check. But this is each subway line has a different color when you look at the map,
Yep.
you guys. That's what no, she's in New York. That's got to be what this is.
Because she's in New Jersey, right?
Here. Yeah, let me check.
Okay, what an awesome color combination. Look at all of that. I love those subway maps. They do look like a rainbow of like
Who was
scribbles.
that lady that we had that years and years ago, she also did a
Trailing Clouds Yarn in the UK did a colorway called Mind the Gap. It's amazing. And it's the London tube map colors.
Oh, I have this one coming too. Every jelly bean color.
Ooh, Jelly Belly?
I
Or
don't
just
know.
like jelly beans?
It's called Every Flavor Jelly Bean.
Listen, self-striping dyers.
Okay. And I'll show you guys when these things come. This.
Ooh, pretty.
This is coming too. Okay, but just let me go and I'll tell you what this specifically, this colorway is. And it's all pre-order, so you guys get to do it on fingering or DK, and then you get whatever color you like.
I love that.
I have this coming for Shane. It's tweed.
Ooh, I like a tweed.
Right?
Yes.
I have that coming. Just a sec. I'll tell you what this color is. It is called When Spring Breaks.
Oh, cute.
No, it's not the subway thing. Is that this color?
Yeah, that's this color. Right? No, is that this color?
Yeah.
Looks like it.
Yeah. Why did I think it was...
I don't
Maybe
know.
that was a different one.
Maybe.
Anyway, that's called When Spring Breaks. I love
Yeah,
it.
people are going to be looking for the subway yarn.
This is,
Oops.
This is also one, you guys, that I've
Ooh,
ordered.
that's so pretty.
I've ordered twice this color. It's so beautiful. Anyway, I love
Jodi.
her.
I love that. Okay. At Christmas, you guys saw that I knit the Celebrate socks by Andrea Rangel
Yes.
in the Gauge Dye Works Celebrate yarn. They did a kit at Christmas. I couldn't knit it fast enough. I thought it was amazing. I think it was such a hit and people loved it so much. But with their clubs, they wait a year.
Yeah.
They let the people that bought
Fair.
so the pattern doesn't come out for a year, the yarn you won't see again for a year. But they have collaborated on a Valentine set. So Andrea's got the pattern on Ravelry and Kat has the yarn in the Gauge Dye Workshop.
It's so beautiful.
You can choose, this is her new colorway. They're called the Sweetheart socks. But so if you go to Catherine's shop, she's giving you some options. And you can buy like a brighter color or, if you like the pastel-y new, which I love, I think they're amazing. But that's just so tempting as well. But now, if you've got yarn in your stash, you can grab the pattern. And of course, Andrea's patterns are like amazingly to knit from. So I am going to probably cast those suckers on. And I've got so much Gauge yarn that I thought, that's what I'm going to do.
When you have a color work and you use that self-striping or color changing, it's spectacular.
There is, and I know everybody says striped yarn or knitting in stripes, even if you're changing your own colors, it knits itself. There's something about the newness of a new color or a new stripe that mentally must motivate us because
one more stripe, one more row.
Those socks knit up. Since when do I knit 2 socks?
No.
Well,
clearly.
They went so fast and they were on a 2.5 millimeter needle. It wasn't like they were DK.
Yeah.
Anyway, sock knitters.
Love it.
Get going. I loved it. What else do I have from knitting to show?
I have a little more. Do I have knitting? Yeah, I have one more knitting.
I did punch needle. Okay, show us your knitting.
Okay, you guys, hang on. Hold the phone. I have a hood. Did I show it last time?
Yeah.
No. I don't
Is
think
that
I did.
finished?
Yeah.
Oh my God, when it was laying flat, I thought it was part of a frog sweater.
No.
You showed that you were knitting this for Jordan.
I didn't knit it. Shelly knit it.
Okay.
I didn't knit it, but Jordan requested this, and
We should put a chair in the middle for Shelly.
She knit both of these.
Go Shelly.
Okay, you guys. Everybody in cold climate needs a hood. It's a combo cowl and hat.
Yeah.
But you can do this.
Yeah, that's the cutest part.
Right?
Yeah. It's very practical and adorable. And of course, It's like now huge on trend. There's so many hood patterns coming out. I love that.
So this one's called the Harris Hood, and it's by Cheryl Mukhtari, and it's DK plus a fuzz. Those DK and lace.
Did you use your cashmere base?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I only sent one skein of DK. I wasn't really thinking about yardage. I didn't look at the pattern. Shocking. But she played a little bit of yarn chicken with down here. So I think it might be slightly shorter. That's okay. No one's going to know.
It's okay. You can have a cold neck and a warm head.
Right?
Yeah.
So, but look at this.
No, it's adorable. Super cute.
Right? And look at the nice pretty lines here. And it's a double folded brim here.
So I would like to knit that because I've never knit anything like that construction.
Right.
And I also think with these kind of accessories, you could do like maybe you don't want a wild neon pink sweater, but this would be super cute popping out of your black coat in like the brightest minty green or something that really shows off like your blue eyes or whatever. Like you could go crazy with the color here.
Okay, so it says, 328 yards. Actually, it's probably quite a bit longer here because this skein is only about 250 yards. So
And also, you're right. That's the part that's adjustable.
Oh, it's calling for 150 grams, not 100.
And you could add another color.
Look.
Like you could add gray, like whatever you happen to have at home.
Sure, I think this works.
You could use 2 random skeins and make it work.
Isn't it cute?
I think it might look cool with a different color down here too.
Yeah, I think so too.
Jodi, it looks so cute on you. Did Jordan start wear it yet?
No, I said she couldn't have it yet.
It's adorable.
Yeah, it's cute, huh?
Yes, super cute.
So I think there's enough.
Bravo, Shelley. Great job
There's
again.
enough here that it's going to work.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, I love it. And this is knit in stone colorway.
I love
Frankie
that
gray
color.
stone.
Jodi,
It's a really nice neutral, isn't it?
it's really warm and beautiful. I love that color.
Jordan can now wear it.
There you go, Jord. Lucky you. I started swatching. Do you want to see my punch needle?
No.
Okay.
Just kidding, I do.
We were so lucky and so fortunate. For the Fiber Folk Retreat in Canmore,
Yes.
2 teachers came. And the first one is Fern, who is here in Edmonton, and she has Fern's School of Craft. So if you're local or you want to come into Edmonton, check out their calendar. You can literally just go there and take amazing classes. I think they do a lot of weaving and punch needle and stuff like that. And one of the classes, I had the opportunity to sit in on the class. So I was very, very excited about that. We got to choose a pattern. I think I chose a hard pattern, if I'm being honest. All of these little spaces are different colors, but that's how you learn, right? So I was really happy to do it.
This is the one we've already done. You
Yes. So here's the thing. You think, oh, I've taken a punch needle class. I know what's going on. No. Like it was
I can
different.
teach this.
I actually just thought, oh, I'm off to the races.
Yeah.
I'm just going to punch my brains out. It's going to be great.
I'm not even going to listen.
I learned so...
Earbuds.
I did not bring her.
Punch.
I did not bring her. Thank goodness.
I didn't.
So Fern came with these stretched canvases, and we just had to transfer a pattern. And we worked from this side, but this is the right side. So there's the start of my... And we even talked about gauge. Like how many loops per inch kind of thing. You guys, I ripped this out, no joke, 120 times.
Really?
Oh, sure.
Actually, if I'm honest, let me say this. I thought you only got that far in 3 hours.
I know. I thought the same thing. I was like, well, this is ridiculous because I would do it. And then I showed Fern and she goes, well, it's a little dense, which means you're going to need more, like you've run out of yarn. Your kit is so much yarn.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
you'll run out of yarn. I liked the dense, but I totally understand. I want to do it, more correctly. And it looks better once the background color's filled in. Her samples.
Oh, she had pillows.
And if you love to punch needle, you can even just go to Fern's School of Craft and buy kits.
Yeah.
They're amazing. She's got one that's a big pickle jar, and it's like pickled carrots
I'm
and
gonna pull it
cucumber.
up.
It is beyond cute. So the class I learned so much. It's like I've never taken punch needle before. So I loved it just as much as the first time, and I learned a ton. And of course, she gives you the best yarn and tools and all of that stuff. I did not get a chance to sit in on Sorry. Sorry Norland came from Finland. What?
I was bummed.
First time in Canada, so Sorry came. That's the pickle jar. Like, I almost picked the pickle jar.
That's cute.
But then I thought to myself, it's always there. I can just buy the kit and do it. So Sorry came all the way from Finland, and everybody loved her cable class too. There were 2 phenomenal teachers, and everybody was raving about them.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, Sorry from Finland, you guys.
but how about this? Sorry's coming to teach at Knit City Montreal.
Yes.
In May.
Classes go on sale soon.
So if you make sure you're signed up for Knit Social emails, you guys, because those
Classes
things are
will sell out
happening.
fast.
Guess who's going to Knit City Montreal? Booked. Done. It's a for sure.
Flights, hotel.
Flights and hotel.
It's
We're
happening.
having. So Sorry gave her beautiful book. You guys, we've been selling this. Everybody loves it.
It's funny. Tracie said, bring Sorry's books. Like, she had ordered some of these because the people at the Canmore might have wanted to order. And I look on the shelf and I saw 2. And I said to Tracie,
They flew out.
We only have 2. They flew out.
The plan was to bring
After
like
I sat
10 or
down,
12.
they were pushed back. I had 8.
Oh, that's okay.
So if anyone's looking, we restock them in our shop. We have Sorry's book.
It's just full of the most gorgeous classic.
Yeah.
She's a beautiful designer. I would love to make this cover one. And then, of course, Sorry's walking around all weekend wearing her designs, and other people are wearing her designs. And Jodi and Amanda and Fiona and I all did a knit along of her Audrey top, which is a vest. And we all loved it. So anyway, that was
lovely.
Great. I love a class, you guys.
Love.
Any class, but you know, so lucky to get a chance to learn from amazing teachers like that. And I'd never really spent any time with Fern. It was a quick hi at Knit City Calgary. She's lovely. Like, I just think everybody should go take classes with her.
Have you guys been following new patterns? I love going into Ravelry a couple times a week and just seeing your pattern highlights, you guys.
Adorable.
How cute are these?
That's so adorable.
Because starting now, you guys, there's some really cute things. This is called, let's just see here. Sorry, not size inclusive. Let me just see.
That's the thing.
I put a few in my favorites.
There's some sweaters that I would love to knit that I see people walking around in, but it's not size inclusive, and I'm not doing it. So I'm hopeful for change. One day.
Okay, this one it's called Sleeveless by Lone Keldson.
That's cute.
It's super cute.
I love the rolled edges.
Yeah. And it looks to me like the finish, well, see, it only goes up to size 54, you guys. That to me is not size inclusive. Anyway.
What's that colorwork one? That's so pretty.
Okay, this is a companion
Ooh,
piece.
I love this one.
Okay. Teti Lutzak. It's the Polina vest. If you guys remember, she did the Polina sweater that had the big yoke. I think this is spectacular.
This is gorgeous.
I was looking for vests, you guys.
This is a bottom-up colorwork slip-over vest thing.
A little short cap sleeve.
Yeah.
But isn't that cute? A little mock turtleneck. And these little details can be changed, you guys, to not be so high on the neck. You can bring
I like would you call that low contrast? It's not super, like it is contrast.
Yeah.
That's really lovely.
Is that pretty?
Yeah, I think it's so pretty.
I love that. And that's a DK weight pattern. It's a nice weight.
20 stitch gauge.
Yeah.
I love that. I was swatching because this is,
Oh, look.
oh yeah, there's a nice high contrast. Oh, that's so pretty.
You guys, this is spectacular. Anyway, yeah, love it.
I feel like I need a little gold star because we're finally learning. This is when you cast on summer warm weather knits.
We have a knit along going right now.
It's up, it's going. Please join us.
Summer
Please
knits.
knit something that's for warmer weather.
Tees and tanks and anything
Anything, like a beach bag or hats, and
Yeah.
it's knit or crochet or whatever you want to do. So I started swatching. Jodi seems to think this is my orange yarn. It's totally not. This is the fingering weight yarn from Sonder Yarn called Fleece and Flax. It's the wool linen blend. So
Yeah.
you've got those little fluffy.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
It is nice. So I swatched it on 2 different needles. It's fingering weight, right? It's beautiful. but it's like 24 stitches. Like it's a slower, it's beautiful fabric,
Let me see.
but it's a small, that's the,
Ooh,
that's the bigger
yikes.
one. I know, right?
It's
But the good
beautiful.
news is I would knit a t-shirt, so it wouldn't be sleeves.
It's beautiful fabric.
It's a
though.
beautiful fabric.
Wow.
So I
no wonder you'll wear it a lot.
yes. No, I'm just like in the back of her mind. She's like,
You'll wear
that
this
big red
orange-
X is going,
No,
eh.
no, I like it. I think
It
it's
is
very
nice.
pretty. This fabric knit, you guys,
It's beautiful.
beautiful for those light summer knits.
I feel like if I'm trying to get out a bunch of pieces, this one I would cast on maybe last because I would just want to enjoy. I know it's going to take me longer. I am totally picking a pattern for that.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's going to be.
Okay.
I'm going to measure my swatch and figure it out.
Don't even. I'm obsessed with this. You guys will not
You're-
believe this.
This is so good. They're both so good, but they're so different. So yesterday I was like, I'm serious. I'm casting it. My next cast on
It's happening.
is a t-shirt of some kind
Yeah.
for warm weather.
Me too.
And I bought over last year and this year, I bought this Sandness Garn Lena. So I think they would call it DK.
I love this brand of yarn.
Me too.
And all the bases they have, you
Me
guys.
too. Like all of it.
Yeah, it's wool. It's beautiful.
This one, they have lots of wools, but they've got alpaca and they've got all kinds of things. This is it's this, Sandness Garn Lena, and it is a blend of lots of things. It's cotton, viscose, and linen.
Dog. No dog.
Um,
Oh, it's soft.
so
Tell me again what it
it's
is. I wasn't
cotton,
listening.
mostly cotton, 53% cotton, 33% viscose, which is I think like a rayon bamboo kind of thing situation, but 14% linen. So all summer warm weather fibers. This is an incredibly popular yarn.
It's beautiful.
So I've got a bunch in this cream color, which I don't remember the number of, but I could get it. And then last year I saw this. Is this a petite knit color? So petite knit has some of her own colorways in this yarn. I don't think this is.
Really?
I don't see her.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you can see.
I feel like petite knit would not, like that's pretty bright.
no,
This would
she's
be like
got
petite.
a bright orangey red.
Yeah, she does.
So this is color 3819, and it's this phenomenal tomato orangey red.
Oh, it's so good.
In the back of my mind, I'm thinking I want to knit another Ship Shape by Heidi Kiermaier. It's a DK weight pattern. It's striped. It's meant to be summery, and I knit a woolly winter one.
Yeah.
So yesterday on a 4mm needle, I just cast on 4-row stripes.
Do you love it?
Yes, I love it. I freaking love it.
It's so good. You're gonna wear shit out of it.
Feel it.
Well, you can tell.
So this is way off gauge for that pattern. This is 19 stitches, and I think that pattern is a 22 stitch gauge. So
So you'll just measure.
you could do one of two things. You could do Heidi's pattern and just pick a different size and do a little bit of math yourself. You could take your swatch and go to Ravelry and search things that are 19 stitch gauge like this, and there are lots. Like I want to say maybe the Tolsta tee would work, something in there.
good.
You could just stripe anything that's that gauge and make it your own. I really love the Ship Shape because she's got this really cool triangle shoulder section that the stripes are very interesting and unique there.
I have something to show you.
Okay, good. Oh, cute. I'm t-shirt. It's happening. One of our retreat friends also used this yarn and knit the Ilha, ILHA, which is a beautiful textured yoke, but it's like a long sleeved woolly version. But you should see this knit up in that. Like I'm very much I've got enough to make a couple of t-shirts in this yarn. So what do you think? Do you think this is too bright?
No. Not at all. I think it's amazing.
I was also thinking maybe it's not the right cream for this.
It is the right cream for that. It's so good.
Because there's also a pale, like silver gray.
No.
Or like whitey white.
I think this is amazing.
Okay.
Not white.
Okay. Amanda says it looks retro. It
It's so
does,
good.
right? And then this Ship Shape is kind of a nautical vibe.
This tee, and I almost cast this on, it's called the Maritime Tee.
That's really cute.
It's a saddle shoulder, you guys.
See, I want to do something that's just a little bit different than a raglan right now.
See, look at this.
Even though I love them. That's really cute.
But just wait. Let me show you the shoulder.
Oh, cute, cute.
Right?
Yeah.
The details, how the stripes intersect because of the way you have to build the shoulder. And it tells you striping sequence, and this is for this size, you want to start with that. This is so good by Cheryl Monktari.
Okay, and here I'm going to show you the ship shape because I'm just talking about it, but let me show you. If you're not familiar, this is, okay, I don't know.
And this one, your main color is 4 rows, and your contrast color is 2 row stripes.
Oh, I love playing with stripes like that.
Yeah.
If you look at her shoulder, see how
that's fun.
see how the stripes are going that way? So that's how you start this garment, is you make these little like triangle things.
Here's my thing. I know you love that sweater, but do you want to knit the exact same one again?
I feel like it's going to be totally different. If it's going to feel different in your hands.
All of that.
Yes, I would be happy to knit this again. This ship shape pattern now, since I've knit it, Heidi she's brought out a pullover with like a crew neck collar because this is a boat neck, hence ship shape. I loved this the first time I knit it. And the yarn she used, I think, was Barocco Remix, which is Barocco Remix Light. But like anything that was like a wool cotton blend, like a little bit more of a summer fabric, I have a feeling. So 22 stitches. I could go down 1 needle size and get a little bit closer, but we'll see. I quite like this.
How many?
Yeah.
What's your needle size on that one?
4 millimeter.
Oh yeah, it's nice.
I kind of like this fabric.
I love it too.
I think I think I've got my gauge and now I'm just going to find a pattern. The only thing, I mean, I do love the orange, you guys, but I'm not
sold.
Totally sure.
I'm sold. Like hardcore sold.
Okay. Well, I do love it. I do love it.
Okay. So I also...
It's pretty cute, right?
Once I frogged that other one, you guys, I wasn't...
Did you had to tell people. Like, I don't know if they knew.
So I had gotten to where I was just about to separate for that sweater that I was knitting.
So Jodi was knitting
Charlie T.
dyed in the wool playful pop.
And if I'm honest, I didn't like that. I didn't like it just by itself. Did you? Okay.
Yes, I loved it. No, and you have to love it.
Yeah. Knitting for Olive. I liked it, didn't love it. Like I would have kept going if my rights, for some reason, okay, this was a beautifully written pattern. It's totally not the pattern. Maybe it is. But, or it's the pattern interpreter. It's probably me. But I ended up with the same amount of stitches for the sleeve, the front, and the back of the body. I don't know. My increases, I screwed up.
I mean, you've done it once before, so I feel like it's the knitter. But who knows?
I've done it once before. So I frogged the whole thing.
And did that feel good? Like, does that feel like a weight off? That's how I feel like you're doing the right thing.
But it's like, yeah, I was like.
It wasn't even painful.
No,
you're like, this has got to be something else. And now you know, Jodi, what about doing something like this?
This is what I'm going to do.
Oh, that's so pretty.
The Bonfire Tee, Samantha Guerin, sorry. Samantha Guerin. And it's a yoke at the top. I'm going to use my spin cycle, and I'm going to use a color at the bottom.
It's so good. What's going to be your contrast color? This,
I don't know.
Maybe too pink. Maybe you guys could create a new one.
Yeah.
Jodi, that's beautiful. Samantha Guerin just came out with 2 of the most amazing sweater patterns, you guys. These designers are going too fast for me, and I would love to knit them both, but we all know that can't happen. She just recently came out with the Coffee Date sweater. This is the same stitch pattern as the Coffee Run collar.
It's beautiful.
Which I wear all the time.
I wish I had a Dickie.
Until I got my cowl, I was wearing my Dickie. I love. But then, like 2 weeks later, she comes out with this one, which just came out. It's called the Study Session. Look at that. V-neck with a cable detail.
It's beautiful.
Like, so beautiful. I would love to knit. Yeah. Jodi, I think that's a great choice.
I love it. That's what and then, I mean, who knows ultimately what is going to end up on my needles this weekend. I really like that.
What about a navy, like an indigo?
Yeah, that would be pretty too. I don't know, you guys.
I did swatch with Playful Pop with a coral color.
Did you?
Yep.
So many good patterns. The Bumble Cowl, you guys, by Tin Can Knits. It's using a spin cycle dream state and then...
Did that come out?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I just saw that on their Instagram.
Look at this cowl.
It's
using
so cute.
2 colors, a color changing yarn, and then a solid yarn. But look at that.
Oh, I love it.
That's
And they're
good.
so genius at picking like a simple stitch pattern that we all love. And it looks so cool. And you want to make like 100 of them.
Get it in your app. Get it in their app because you can customize and only see the size that you're knitting, right? It makes just your whole life easier.
Definitely get it in the app.
I wish that would work for every single pattern.
Right.
Right?
And I think that's the goal.
I know.
So maybe one day.
Yeah. Listen, you guys, the patterns just keep coming. I'm just looking at these ones. There's another one if you have a skein of color changing yarn, spin cycle or other.
Okay, this was, bless you. This is Chick Flick with
That's pretty.
Playful Pop.
Actually, I had cast on something with that. I don't know.
I thought it was really pretty.
Je ne sais quoi. It's another accessory cowl that is knit with a skein of dyed in the wool.
I was going to say, they just came out with a color of that name. That must be...
Okay, this is their Les Garçons. They have a brand new spin cycle color, you guys. It's quite spectacular.
I'm sure it is.
It is, I'm not... Oh, that's actually Je ne sais quoi. That's the name of their yarn, I believe.
Oh, okay.
I think that's the name of their yarn.
That's a beautiful cowl. Oh, yeah, that's dark and moody.
Like teals and I don't know if that's taupe in there and gray and blue. It's
actually when I saw it, I thought, ooh, that's
I'm a
giant
giant
Yeah.
blue fan. So this really spoke to me, their spin cycle. So that can be found at Les Garçons Max, their yarn store.
Beautiful.
They're at Unwind. What's Unwind? Is it a knitting festival they have every year?
Unwind? Oh, in the UK.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it like classes and
I think
a
it's
market and
everything.
stuff?
Yeah, I think it's everything. We need to
go.
It would be really fun to go do something over there.
Right?
Yeah.
I saw Max had posted that he's on a train this morning.
Ooh. Love.
Oh. Anyway. Sorry, I'm sniffling you guys. Okay.
That's all right. So, dear Vera Valimaki put up the cutest hat for a test knit. And I asked if I could possibly be part of that. This is her double bounce beanie, a long
cute.
ribbed beanie with like that little modern kind of a little bit pointy. And maybe it was because, and then we get to Canmore and Sari's wearing this hot pink hat that looks so cute everywhere. And so I didn't start this until I got back. And I had a natural with a really wild, like speckled mohair, and that looked good, but the yarn was too thick. And this was just wound up because I've swatched it a few times, so I chose this. This is Sonder Yarns, their Sunday Morning 4-ply, and then their Halo mohair in the color Free Spirit.
How have you not knit a garment with this?
You tell me. Like, this is 2 years old from Knit City, Montreal.
It's like your color. I know. And you're scoring around with this?
What's wrong with you? Listen, I 100% agree.
It's a good
100%.
pink.
And every time I swatch it, I'm like, oh, I love it.
Tracie,
Look at it. It's so good.
Good.
And because the base of Sunday Morning is a heathered wool, like you do get a bit of a depth of color, right? It's not like really solid.
Yeah. Love
I'm
that.
just a fan of that.
Pardon me.
So I started, this is a top-down hat. I've never knit a hat top-down.
I only knit crochet top down.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's interesting.
So it was really fun, and I just did magic loop up until the increases were done, and then now I'm just ribbing all the way down.
I love being able to do it different like that.
Me too, and it was really fun. The increases were really fun to do. You can see them just sort of coming out there.
They look beautiful.
Like
Beautiful.
the pattern is so good to knit.
Yeah.
Like it's just so good to knit from.
Yeah.
And ribbed I mean, they're worth the work, right?
They
They're
are worth
worth
the
it.
work.
They are so cute to wear, and I'm just ready for it. And I just feel like this is going to be great. I'm keeping this. I've done other ribbed hats, and I give them away. I am keeping this, and I'm really looking forward to it. So I'm going to knit a t-shirt and then a mohair beanie. And
spectacular.
That's
what I'm wearing.
Feeding my
all summer
yarn love at the moment. So this pattern's not out yet. I don't know when it's coming. I can't imagine it's going to be, I shouldn't say anything. I was going to say I can't imagine it'll be too long, but I don't know. I don't know when it's coming out. Yeah. But I love it. And I think all those ribbed beanie people are going to love it.
It's a beautiful
It's
shape.
not even tricky up here. She gives you 2 options, and I did the easier option just to see what it would look like, and it looks amazing. Like, I think it worked really well. So.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah. But you're right, Jodi. I should just cast this on. It's ridiculous. This is part of like going through your stash. I'm still in love with everything. Right?
Yeah.
I don't need to buy more at the moment. I would just like to knit what I've already collected. So I love it. Anyway.
So while I was packing this past week, I wanted to have something sequined, right? Like knitting sequin, like day to night, right? Not that sequin can't be the day.
It is.
Because it's perfectly great for the day.
24/7.
But my black on black sequin vest is it's just stretched out like it's too big.
It was always too big.
It was always too big.
It was always too big.
But cute with leggings and a white blouse, right?
Listen,
It's
don't get
too
rid of
big.
it.
No, I'm not. It's too big.
Even with a super tight t-shirt underneath.
Possibly.
Try it.
So what I'm doing now is I'm casting on ballet slipper with mohair, holding the pink, the blushy pink, and multi sequins. I didn't swatch
Is it just like a random thing, or are you going to show us?
No, I'm not going to show you.
That's just, is that happening, or
Yeah.
it's going to happen? Like you haven't started.
I haven't started. I dyed the yarn yesterday, but I was just thinking, here's my train of thought. We've been vest. I'm still vest, because I found I was missing some things for this weekend. Like I wanted to have a few more vests to wear that I can layer long sleeve or short sleeve t-shirt with. I just need more vests in my wardrobe.
I think once you knit a vest and once you see how easy they are to wear and they're not something that overheats, they're very transitional. Wear it over a t-shirt, wear it over a long shirt, wear it over another, like whatever you want, that you just want more. I would love more. How about like black sock yarn with mohair, like something that you can wear in warmer weather.
Do fingering,
no
sparkle?
mohair, DK sparkle maybe.
Yes.
For you, or fingering and sparkle, but something that you can wear before the winter, but also it will work.
Yeah.
Because lots of times when you're wearing that sparkly stuff, if you're dressing up, you're not like, you don't really want hot stuff, right?
Yeah. So I'm kind of just thinking ahead.
Like this would be amazing with some sparkle.
Yes. And she's got sparkle that will match that.
I know.
Yeah.
And I think I even have some for the
So I
creamy
dyed,
color.
so I need another black on black vest. And then I want this pink one.
What about black on gold?
No, it's got to be, I think it's going to be black on black.
Okay. I mean, that's amazing.
Yeah.
But I do love her sequins that are black with gold.
This is the Mega Bling. And I'll bring it next time, you guys. We're going to come back next week. But I'll have a little swatch done.
Okay, great.
Actually, I probably swatched it already. It's the same combo as my Sky High sweater, but a vest in the pink.
Okay. Like mohair?
I think so. Surrey.
Oh, sorry. So it's not the same yarn. So you should swatch
Yes.
because it's a little bit thicker.
Yeah. 6mm needle.
Like I did not swatch for this because I had just knit the Audrey top in your yarn, fingering and mohair.
Yeah.
And I knew my gauge.
Yeah.
So I just went with that because it's the same exact yarn.
Yeah.
And the gauge swatch was supposed to be in stockinette. It was a little bit fabulous.
Yeah.
Not having to swatch, which is why like I love Gudrun Johnston's patterns and she uses that beautiful Jameson's wool, but I feel like I imagine her not really swatching for gauge so much because it's the same yarn and the same knitter all the time. Like you would swatch for color combos maybe.
So
Maybe I'm totally wrong.
Okay, so after wearing that Sari vest pattern, and I know we chose it specifically because we wanted to have something knit from Sari, I just the way it turned out and the fit and the shape of it, you guys, I would knit it 100 more times. I'm gravitating towards that again.
I said the same thing.
Just to use
I
that
said
as
the
my
same
recipe.
thing. And the shaping is so beautiful.
You guys, it's so good. I'm gonna wear it next week, you guys, just so you guys can see it.
It's a 10 out of 10 for me as a knitter.
Yeah.
Right? The pattern was amazing to knit by, and I love the finished thing.
Me too.
Yeah. I want to knit one of Sari's tees for this summer. I just have all the patterns. And so I thought with this yarn, I would knit. I sort of showed one last time that's got a cable and then a row of eyelets and a cable and a row of eyelets. And I think that would be really nice in this yarn. I have like a dark gray.
Beautiful.
Summer stuff, I really want to knit in bright colors.
Isn't it funny? This time of year, we're craving color.
So our local yarn shop, Statement Junkie, carries this yarn.
Are you going to go out this weekend and get another color?
No, I would never. I might.
I actually think this is pretty spectacular, but listen, you have to be sold on the colors.
Oh, I love it.
You don't love the
I'm a little concerned about what it's going to look like on me. As a swatch, I love it. Do you know what I mean?
Look at it just under you already. It's just so happy.
You know what I really love too? As I was thinking when I bought this orange that it would be color blocked. Like maybe even like the yoke of something, like up to here, and then stripes of some kind.
Oh, that's nice.
But
too.
I super love that. Yeah, I super love it.
Yeah.
I could do the reverse. Stripes up here and then solid body.
Yeah.
Or I could just do the damn ship shape and call it a day because I love it.
There you go.
Yeah. So anything else? I don't think I have any more knitting.
No, I just have goodies that I bought.
I have goodies too.
Okay, so you go.
Okay.
I'm going to find the picture of this yarn I'm going to show next.
Okay. Do you want to? Here's my oldest order. The kid ordered this in October.
Oh, that's so funny. Did it just arrive?
No, it was a yes, like not that long ago, but it was a pre-order, which I knew, but then we had a mail strike. It came all the way from Australia, so it's been a while.
That's funny.
It doesn't even matter how long it took because I love it. So when we were doing our Knit for the Girls breast cancer fundraiser with Thread and Maple and Karina of Louie and Lola Yarns, one of the items that was donated by Lisa, who is 11D1 Windmills. She's the one that did the little booby stitch markers in all different flesh colors. Yeah. Anyway, she does lots of things with her laser machine, but this is her company. She's in Australia. One of the things she does are sock blockers. And I ordered some. Look at these.
Oh, those are beautiful. Those are the prettiest sock blockers.
Right? That's what I thought.
What?
So I ordered them.
Look at it's got all the holes in stockinette.
And look what they come with. Little hooks.
Oh, you guys. These are pure.
Oops, sorry. There you go. Hang it wherever you want to hang it.
Oh, those are beautiful.
Okay. And she does them in lots of colors. And I got you some.
You did?
I
Seriously?
did.
Yeah.
Yes, seriously.
Oh, Tracie, it's so beautiful.
Aren't they pretty?
So do you get to pick what they're cut out of?
Well, she has certain available, right? And I bought one more. I just thought they were really beautiful. She donated so much to our breast cancer fundraiser. So many people did. And I just had never even heard of her before.
Look at this.
See?
Oh, that's beautiful. Thank you. I love it.
You're welcome. And I also got a white set. That's hilarious. I thought these would be cute in like sock promo photos, right? They're white, so they're not as like...
You guys look at the toe. You can see... Okay, these are so
They're beautiful.
cute.
She did such an amazing job. They all come in their own little muslin storage bag. They would be such a cute gift.
Oh, I do love it.
Yeah. And when she sent the sock blockers, she felt so bad things took forever, and it is what it is. She does buttons. I bought these little rose gold buttons. They're so tiny. To go with my button collection that I don't knit cardigans, but I collect buttons.
We all collect
One
buttons.
day.
We collect something.
She also does, these were treats. She sent these to us for just because she's amazing. Look at these earrings. She laser cut them and then takes hand-dyed yarn and weaves them.
Look at that, you guys.
And the top of the earring matches the yarn, kind of.
Oh, those are fun.
How cute are those?
Those are fun.
And this is a little like brooch pin. So she's like,
so there's a lot of work that goes into these.
oh my gosh, like so much work. I can't even imagine. She does beautiful stitch marker sets. Here's like tea party one. I keep whacking the microphone. I'm so sorry. Here's one that's like a desert theme, a cactus.
That's cute, you guys.
A cactus or whatever. Her stuff is beautiful. Look what she does. Okay, this brought me back to the days of ponytails. Like I used to have ponytails, right? This is a beautiful
hair clip.
Hair thing. I don't know what you call that. But yes, it's your hair. But it's like anything that's gold in there, she's hand painted.
It's beautiful. Right?
And then you've got to curve it. Like she must be having.
She's got really, really beautiful things.
She does. So follow Lisa. She is.
What is she?
She's at 111 Windmills on Instagram. It's 11D1 is the name of the company. How about this?
Follow.
How about this yarn cutter? Some of these things I think to myself, I've never seen that before.
Yeah, I love that.
Maybe it's just because I don't get out much. But like she's done a little toque on a little chain, but it is a yarn cutter. Look at that little blade in there.
That's cute.
She sandwiched that in between her laser cut toque stuff.
That's so cute. Did you buy all of this stuff?
No, she sent everything but the buttons and the sock. I bought the sock. This is all.
I'm going to take this then.
Yes. There's a green one too, but take which one you want. And then look, yarn skein earrings.
Oh, I like the green one. Do you care?
I don't care.
I don't care either. I love it.
So thank you, Lisa. She does the coolest stuff. She's a really lovely person, and she was like, I just think she's very creative. Another creative
we can't
person.
cut ourselves.
Right.
I love it.
So these will for sure be going into prizes. But I'm not kidding you. I'm allergic to a lot of jewelry.
I know.
But this, you guys, I feel like maybe she could do things to match sweaters.
Yeah.
They're beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All of them are so beautiful. And yes, I'm going to pop this in my Notions bag. So
totally.
Like, what a great little idea to have a little. You could even just hook it on a bag, hook it on whatever.
Love it, love it.
So I thought that was exciting. Right?
I love those new things like that. Yeah, love it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I actually think a laser, whatever those laser cutting machines are, would be.
I said to Shane, do you want to get a laser cutter? I said, and then what?
And then
look at all
make
this
shit.
stuff. I was thinking of like those sock blockers, like, right?
But like she's got some sparkle in here and I don't know, like it's really cool stuff. I love the laser cut stuff.
It's super cool.
Yeah.
So, speaking of self-striping yarn, when I was in Etsy, this came across my. When I was at the yarn jar.
I see sparkle.
You see sparkle. This is a company called Hinkston Handmade.
Oh, I've never heard of
Tons
them.
of yarn. She's got an Etsy shop. She does.
Where's she located?
She also does non-superwash. No, she also does like non-striping and self-striping yarn. This one, you guys.
That's so much work.
It's called Meow.
Oh.
This is like a cat. You put the name cat on anything and I'll buy it.
Okay, look at the stripes. It's speckled and then a gray.
So it looks like a it looks like a cat. Like it's so
That's
good.
Nice.
And then this one is called Love Potion. Oh, this is sport
that's
sock.
Pretty. That's beautiful.
This is why I bought it. It was 326 yards. Oh, this is fingering. This is a fingering 400 yards. This is sport, which is 326 yards for 100 grams.
Yep.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Love Potion. I didn't see this in her shop, but she's got lots of other colorways. New to me dyer.
I love that. I
New
love
dyer.
a new to me anything.
Yeah.
That's really cool, Jode.
Sorry.
Okay. When we go to Knit City, Vancouver, we have met Jana. And Jana is Everly Yarn.
Yes.
And she hand dye, like she naturally dyes things. She is an awesome fiber artist, and she does like little looms and weaving, but her yarn is always so beautiful. I always admire naturally dyed stuff. I just think it's a really interesting way to do things.
Yeah.
She now has the Everly Color Club, a mystery color club. And she sent us a few months of it, but I didn't open it all, so I thought we could open it. This one, I'm not sure which month this was, but look at this color combo that you got.
Beautiful.
So you got all those minis. It is 125 grams, 400 meters of a organic merino, spun in Canada, hand dyed with plant dyes by Jana. So this is her beautiful card. And then she tells you on the back what she used to dye it. She'll check off the little ingredients that she used, the plants or bugs. So she used that cochineal, those little bugs that you squish them and it's reddish, and then madder. And so she used combinations of that, and there's like
That's super beautiful.
Speckled, and then the varieties of depth of color using those two. This yarn feels incredible. It's absolutely beautiful.
Super beautiful. You
So
guys,
this is what you can kind of expect. But she sent us 2 more months, and I thought maybe we could just open them.
Do they come flat?
I think this is how they come. Look at the beautiful envelope she had made for the club. Okay, I'm so excited. I don't know what's in here. What is this?
Oh, so mine is indigo and kutch. Indigo and kutch. So
This is indigo and osage. What's your yarn? See, my yarn's totally different
my yarn
from this other one that I just had. Just a sec. Hold the phone.
Hang on.
This looks like her sock yarn.
But this looks different. What?
Everly fingering. Oh my God, this is
Where did you see that?
right on the
Huh?
right here. It says Everly fingering.
Oh, this one doesn't say it. I don't know what this is. This looks like kind of like a thicker, kind of coarser. Oh yeah, this is Everly fingering. This is different
I don't
than
know
these.
what this is. This looks like okay. I feel like this is a weaving kit. This is your warp,
Yeah,
right?
I think that's what that is. Look, because it's weaving.
Okay, I'm no expert, but that's what I'm gonna guess. These yarns can be used for anything you want. You can knit with them, but look at this color combo.
This must be a weaving kit with it being on
I
these.
think so.
But look at the colors.
Listen, Everly Yarn is a beautiful, beautiful Canadian company, and she's just a really cool artist. Thank you, Jana, for spoiling us.
I
This
love
is so
it.
cool. And so when we took a weaving class on Bainbridge Island with the Spin Cycle ladies, the looms were Everly Yarn looms. So Amanda and Fiona bought them from Jana, and the looms, that's what those looms were.
Okay.
So we already have a loom.
So this is cool, you guys.
So go check out. These are all plant dyed yarn, which is so cool.
Yeah.
I love it. I love this color palette. It's very Vancouver to me. I look at this and I'm like, oh yeah, this
Same
is
with that one.
totally Vancouver. So really fun. Thank you
I
so
apologize.
much.
I'm not bored. I think I'm just fighting something.
Georgia's the same way. She's got a sore throat today.
Does she?
Yeah.
I had a sore throat over the weekend, but that was just, I think I snored a lot. And the dry.
No, I didn't hear it. I actually, it's just ridiculously dry. It was so dry in the mountains.
But now my nose is running.
I had a sore throat before we left, but that was it. And then I'm fine.
Okay.
So
Thank
really
you.
cool.
Yeah.
So check out Everly Yarn in our color club.
Love that.
And it looks like, I mean, I've got to go check it out because these are very different.
Speaking of Color Club, I got installment 2 of my Hedgehog Fiber. If anyone doesn't want to see it up close and personal, this is Elf Dust Club, and it's January 2025.
Oh my God, it's so your colors. It's so pretty.
So there's a skein of DK, and I also have a skein of their mohair, and it is spectacular. Look at that.
Jodi, that's awesome. You know what I noticed? Hedgehog Fibres just came out with 12 new colors, and I think some of them are like club colors from last year. So now they're releasing them where anybody can buy whatever you want from them.
You can't find this until next year.
I don't know, but
Yeah. It's
It's
amazing.
amazing. Oh my gosh.
Right?
Look at the speckles on the bot. Like,
If you're
look
not
at all
sure-
those speckles.
And you,
That's extraordinary.
isn't it? With this really, really pretty blue base.
So that's a DK and a mohair.
Ah, hat. It'll be a hat.
Super nice hat.
It'll be amazing.
It could be a cute hood. Except you need, I guess you'd have to do something else on the bottom, but
You could just do like the banding and I can have a solid blue or something.
yeah.
It's amazing. 200 meters.
More projects for Shelly.
Love it.
That's beautiful. I mean,
Yeah.
no brainer, right?
Beautiful.
They're so phenomenal with their colors. We had a mini marketplace as part of our retreat, which is so fun. So local makers come and they set it up. It's like a marketplace, but it's smaller just for the group. And then it was open to the public, which is really cool. Frankie Gray Fibres had a booth, which was amazing.
We did.
But there was lots of incredible booths there. And of course I totally did some damage. Stash Yarn, yes. Stash Yarn store from Calgary came and set up a booth. Yay!
That was Jordan and I.
Oh my God, that's so cute. You guys had a big booth. You kept saying, we don't know what to bring. We're not bringing much. It was like a giant.
People don't want speckles.
Really?
No.
Interesting. Maybe
90%
now is it
of
because people want sweaters and they're not? Listen,
Garment knitting.
one of my next sweaters is going to be speckled and mohair.
Yeah, that's fun.
I love
Yeah,
that.
okay.
So Stash Lounge came from Calgary, from the store, and they made a beautiful booth. And they had these little travel needle cases.
Nice.
This was only $25.
Wow, that is nice.
They call it the Weekender, so you can put some interchangeable needles, cables, whatever you want. But look, it's like a tiny little wallet.
Oh, I love it. Leather
from
and denim, you guys. Yeah.
Lucca?
That's
Maybe.
nice. I like that.
Isn't that nice? I thought that might come in handy.
It's likey.
Licky? That was the worst one. And they had new colors of one of my weakness yarns. This is Mondim, the Portuguese fingering weight wool.
Pistachio.
I freaking love it. It looks
pretty.
so like springy
Fresh.
to me. It's like spring. And
Green
I think
is so good.
I love this
Yeah.
kind of green.
There isn't many greens I don't like, if I'm honest. I love
I used
a lot
to
of
not
greens.
be a green person, but let me tell you, that is not the case. And I thought this one was really especially nice. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. It would be,
Heels and toes.
sure,
T-shirt,
anything.
T-shirt collar and cuffs.
Yes.
And then a solid somewhere else like that.
I just love this yarn. I would knit with it 100 times. I really enjoy it very much. What did you get? Did you get anything, or were you too busy working?
I didn't look around very much.
Okay. Another favorite. And I love Ancient Arts yarn. It is truly special stuff. Carolyn gets her base. She really gets into the sheep breed, the plying, the spinning, the whatever, and creates these incredible bases. And
I'm like, my yarn may or may not come from a sheep. I don't know. But she's like,
she's pretty awesome.
she's so smart.
And she also did a talk at one of the evenings of the event. And as a hand dyer, she explained how different styles of yarn are going to knit up in your projects. And I just think that's such an eye opener.
Yeah.
Right? Like the variegated,
great
the speckled,
information.
all of that.
Yeah.
She's like, this will pool.
Yeah.
Don't make this into a... And it was just really interesting. So she's always lovely to hang out with. But I don't see her yarn in person unless we go to shows and stuff. So I got some of her... I knit that hat at Christmas for my son, that ribbed hat in Lascaux DK. This is Lascaux Fine. And it is... Listen, I can't even pronounce it. 25% Manx something. Lockton? Not that. 75% Punta Arenas wool. So it just feels...
A what?
Yeah, you heard me.
It's beautiful.
It's really beautiful. And this is the color Lodgepole Pine. It is squishy. It is beautiful. It is the most gorgeous wool. And it's a non-superwash. It knit up like...
You guys, it's spectacular.
phenomenal.
This in a sweater, 10 out of 10.
Has to be a sweater for me at some point.
Their DK base is what I would have gone for.
I bought this.
God, it's so
I'm going to
good.
knit my husband the same hat that I knit my son.
I should have got a sweater
They
quantity.
did. Yeah, totally. We both should have. And it's going to happen. Like, Carolyn, so Ancient Arts is a yarn store in Calgary. You can go there anytime you want.
Yeah.
They have a gazillion colors and bases.
Look for this DK.
Yeah.
Or fingering. Look at this base. Also, their Socknado yarn is incredible.
All of it. All of it. Like, it's all special and unique.
Yeah.
So I had t-shirts on the brain. I'm knitting summer stuff. Maybe that's why I didn't get a sweater quantity. I did get a t-shirt quantity of her Little Nettle Soft, which is 68% superwash fine merino and 32% nettle, so plant fibers. And she said it's phenomenal for like temperature regulating. It's a great choice for the warm summer garments or shawls or whatever you want to knit. So I got a few skeins of this in the color Irish Linen. I don't know what I'm going to make.
The color's beautiful.
I feel like it's going to have a color work yoke.
Yeah.
Like I already got something that I can make with it. And it's just a linen-y color.
Speaking of color work yoke, show the next thing that we were gifted by to Liz.
I know. Listen,
because that would go beautifully.
Ridiculously spoiled. And maybe this was in my brain. But this spin cycle dyed in the wool is the color Cream on Top. And it is the local Cream City yarn shop, their exclusive colorway. So you can only get this through them. If you fall in love with it like we did, that's where you go.
Liz had a package of treats and yarn.
Oh my God.
It was amazing.
We're so spoiled.
Aloha Annie, our friend Annie, had a bag delivered with goodies and mugs from Trader Joe's.
She went to Trader Joe's. Let me tell you, delicious. Beyond delicious.
Their mint truffles.
Anyway. Listen. Though, yes, all of it.
So good.
So I just thought this would, I don't know what I wanted to do with it, but I love that it's a unique summer fiber, and that's what I bought.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was drooling at the Frankie Gray booth. This is their color called Popular from their Wicked collection. And this was, Jodi's like, just take it, it's yours.
Do you know that's like a hibiscus, or that's like a chick flick base with a Barbie girl pour?
Well, no wonder I love it. Like, look at it.
Oh, it's so fun. We have some in the shop.
It's beautiful.
Popular.
It's got, right, and the music, as soon as you know it, it's like it goes through your head, the music.
Okay, you guys, I watched Wicked, finally, 2 weeks ago. I haven't seen you guys for 3 weeks.
It's been a long time.
So I finally put Wicked on, and in a blink, 2.5 hours were gone, and I wanted to start it again immediately when it was done.
Maybe I should watch it this weekend. It's been a while.
It was so.
And you're the person that's like, I don't like musicals. I hate musicals. You would say
like musicals.
That one is exceptional.
Oh, it's
like it is so well done.
Good. And the dates just came out, like November 26th or something for part 2.
So Thanksgiving for the American Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I can't wait. How about this? I finished my Onyx Storm book.
And
it's just a giant cliffhanger, of course, which I was expecting.
Good at cliffhangers.
And then I hear an interview. Rebecca, this is the newest Rebecca Yarros book, and she's like, yeah, my next book is not going to be part of that series. It's going to be something else. And I was like, excuse me?
You better get to writing right
There's a lot of us waiting. Anyway, she knows it's worth the wait.
Did you enjoy it?
Oh my God, it was just great. Yeah,
Okay,
it was so well done.
Good.
So, but honestly, the ending you would never see coming, and you're just like, I actually wish I was one of those people that found the series once all the books were published. The waiting is agony.
2 sisters, we got to talking, 2 sisters from Florida, sisters from Edmonton. They came back to Canmore again the second year in a row. Robin and Trish talking everything books. You guys, I love new book
We got a book
recommendations.
club out of the retreat.
We got a Florida book club.
I love those girls.
Yeah.
I could say that about every single person. It was such a pleasure getting to know everybody, and so exciting to see faces that, wait a sec, there you are again. Like you came back.
Claudia and her lovely green sweater.
That was her first ever knitting event. First knitting retreat.
Lovely. Claudia from California.
Jodi bullied her into going to, we do a show and tell one night, which is so much fun to hear people talk about a project or something about their knitting. And Claudia, and was it
Bethany?
Danielle or Bethany? One of the other knitters, they had both knit Sari's pattern. One was a pullover, one was a vest. And Jodi's like, you get up there and tell us about your best. It was phenomenal. I love the show and tell.
Yeah. It was really
And
good.
every day people are wearing different sweaters or different whatevers. You go home with a list of things that you must knit because they look so good on everybody.
Yes.
Just like going to a yarn show.
Okay. Next is this kit, you guys. And it's a kit for a gnome.
Jodi, I've been looking at this project that people are doing.
This is a kit for a gnome where the whole top of the stripes is...
Have you seen people knitting it?
No.
Like the hat is like there's like a decrease or something in the hat, and it's rainbow, but it's a V.
So Stacy of Mustache did kits for this in collab, and it's tiny Ural. Just a second. Someone to write gnome about, mini, and they're little. Tiny URL
For your pattern. Okay, but she's this is Imagine Landscapes, who is Sarah. Okay, so this I think is a sneak peek of what the hat sort of looks like. Mm-hmm. And lots of self-stripers are doing this kind of thing.
Yeah.
Jodi, I love that kit.
And you got to pick. There was, I think, an option to get a different mini instead of the pink. I think there was a purpley
So
blue.
is this always, are her gnomes always a mystery?
No, I don't think this is a mystery, is it?
I don't know.
I don't think it is. I could be wrong.
Someone to write gnome about.
Is it a mystery?
I don't know.
Okay. Oh, right here. Mini gnome. 2 new kits.
Cute. Cute. Look at that. So it's not a mystery. That's what he looks like. He's got freaking striped socks. Oh my gosh, that's so cute.
I bought it for you.
Thank you. Oh my god.
This is what you can knit, Tracie, because you love knitting the little things.
That's so cute. Did you finish your gnome?
No, I didn't. I'm close. I'm not going to finish.
I just thought maybe
Okay, and then I got one while I was there.
Stacy's yarn, mustache yarn.
She's so fun.
I feel like she is one of the OG
I feel like it.
famous self-striping yarn dyers.
This one,
Great,
I just...
that's beautiful.
I agree.
Don't you think?
Yeah.
Like when I think self-striping, I think mustache was one of my very first ever purchased self-striping yarn online. Literally.
Lois got a kit.
Lois!
You're going to be gnome twins.
Okay, the colors are beautiful.
And then, but you guys,
Jodi.
the mini socks.
I cannot even. That's
The
so
mini
freaking cute.
socks. Come on. That is adorable. And you can get, there's still some at Mustache Yarn.
Oh my god.
But also while I was there, this jumped into my cart because this is DK sock.
Ooh.
I just thought this was really beautiful. It's just barely there, watered down, soft colors.
Listen,
I just thought that was so pretty.
I love all of them. Okay.
So that's what I got too. I got one of these as well.
So this, good. Now, are you going to make, Jodi, those are going to be beautiful socks. Beautiful
Yeah,
socks.
I love those.
Okay, you guys, this gnome is ridiculous.
Yeah, we all have to go buy the gnome.
So there's the pattern.
Because you could do, if you don't want to go out and buy a kit, buy the pattern and use your scraps
You can use
to
scraps,
change stripes.
Totally. I mean, it's nice when you have self-striping because no ends. And you don't need very much, right?
No, these gnomes are little. And you could go up a needle size and change your yarn weight. Like this is knit in fingering weight, but there's nothing to say you can't knit it in DK and just change your needle.
Oh, 100%.
But keep in mind when you're knitting softies, your needle size is going to be smaller than you would a sweater because you want it to be dense and nothing see-through.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so good.
That's ridiculous. So then my body of my gnome is pink.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Or you listen, change your body color. If you didn't love the pink,
No,
change your
I
body
do,
color.
but I do love it. I'm just imagining. So like all the white is of course his beard and nose and
You
stuff.
guys, we should have a knit along for this.
They must
pattern.
be doing that already. Like I just want to see it. You guys, if you're
Let's
knitting
join
this,
the knit along.
okay. I
Let's
can't
knit a
get over the
gnome.
striped socks.
Yes. Let's knit a gnome. I should use this and knit a gnome with DK.
And
gnome
I
along.
tend to knit cute things for other people to give it away. But
He can sit on your shelf.
Like, this is just too cute. Like, with socks and everything, I'm totally going to knit that. Thank you, Jodi.
I thought they were fun. So fun.
Today's Galentine's Day. Right?
Happy Galentine's. Yeah.
Happy Galentine's.
I feel like we should order dinner tonight. That's what I'm going to do. I did get bread. It is getting very stale because I'm going to do chicken again. I made stuffing the other day before I left. I made a roast chicken and stuffing. It was nice.
Yum.
I made it out of sourdough bread.
Yum.
And although it's good.
Did you dry it out first?
Yes. Sourdough bread doesn't behave like regular white bread does. Like, it doesn't break apart as you're kind of mixing your stuffing.
It's denser, for sure.
It kind of, I really liked it. I got thumbs down from my stuffing fans.
Did you, like, you could put it in a food processor and pulse it a little bit to make it.
Certainly could.
That might make it lighter.
Break it apart.
But I totally understand.
So, and it's one of Maddie's favorite. Like, it's like
Sourdough's
desert island food.
low gluten.
Right.
Which is also good for your house.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm going to make roast chicken breasts and stuffing. But I think tonight it's Galentine's. I think we should order dinner from Cactus Club.
Yum.
Yeah.
We ordered dinner from
Tasty Tomato.
Cactus Club. Oh, no,
Cactus
we tried.
Club.
Tasty
What
Tomato
happened?
closed on Sundays. So we got it Monday. I got 2 days in a row of order out dinner.
So good.
It was really good.
It's a good week.
Last night I did a chicken wing buffet. 3 different kinds of chicken wings.
In the air fryer.
In a really, really hot oven. Basically did the same thing. Like a convect hot oven, so it's basically the same thing. And then like a focaccia where you dip with olive oil and balsamic. And then a little bowl of all. Like, it was really just the weirdest dinner. It was just Jeff and I home. And we watched the Four Nations hockey game, Edmonton versus Sweden.
Shane watched it too.
It was amazing.
To see those players play together instead of opposed.
It was weird.
That's kind of cool.
It was very cool. It was very fast. There was tons of action. Those people in Montreal got a great game. Overtime.
Do we ever get it here?
No. Like, it's a small tournament, and I guess it's Montreal and Toronto right now. This is a brand new... Is it brand new?
I don't know.
I mean, I'm not in the know. Let's just say that. But it was
could be
phenomenal.
the 25th anniversary. Or it could be the first year.
But it's... So Canada, U.S., Finland, Sweden.
So Finland and Sweden made up one team?
No.
Canada.
Their own teams. Oh, yeah. So it's like...
It's not the first game then,
and
right?
all the... No, yeah, that was the first game, I think. And so it's like the NHL players from the NHL that are that nationality, like our Ekholm is Swedish from the Oilers, but he's playing for Team Sweden. And it was really cool. And I think they might have other people from Sweden
cool.
on the team. I don't know. But our Canadian team was all like NHL players that are Canada born. So
that is cool.
it was fun. It was
okay.
fun.
What else did you get? I see that.
Oh my gosh.
That's spectacular.
So Ginger Snap is a Calgary dyeing couple, Colin and Kim. They do all kinds of amazing things. And I had a beautiful skein of sock yarn in my hand. It was like a bright aqua with these colored neps of tweed that glowed in the dark.
Yeah, why didn't you get
I
that?
loved it. And I was like, oh, I want to make a pair of socks out of this so bad. And then I took 2 more steps, and they have this yak rainbow set of minis. It's a giant rainbow. It's 957 yards, 220 grams of yarn.
Oh, that's a lot.
So like 11 minis, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Beautiful colors. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I do imagine a striped sweater of some kind.
Yep.
That's my plan. And I love yak because it gives you this sort of moody... The base is kind of grayish, right?
Yes.
Like it's a brownie color that you dye on.
Colin has gotten beautiful depth of color on these. The color choices he chose for this set, beautiful.
There's even their like vampire line. There's this dark burgundy something, and then it's got like a black wash on it. Like some of the colors.
Yeah. These are
I think
really
they've got
beautiful.
something for everybody is what I'm trying to say. But these, I just sort of fell in love with them. So
like the saturation is beautiful on these. Keep doing it.
Yeah, totally. Sorry. Let's just something. Okay, because they're way better out of the bag. Like
look at this red, you guys. But it's tonal, but yet
look at that. That's like
eggplant.
But very tonal.
Yeah, so beautiful. Great set.
Anyway,
Yeah, really great set.
I don't know what I'm going to do with it.
Okay, so here, you guys, good example. If you wanted to knit that gnome and you have a mini set hanging around, you can make your own self-striping gnome.
Without a doubt.
Love it.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, some of the colors are just like, wow.
Yeah.
I get so drawn in by mini singing sets. And when was the last time I knit a mini set?
Never. But they're beautiful. I can see it.
I'm
the
like
same.
I'm just gonna. I just feel like I need to wind them up and put them back in the bag. And then one day I'm gonna be like, I want to knit a stripy something. That's never gonna change. I love knitting stripy stuff. And I imagine not a neutral, like not a neutral.
Right.
I don't know what.
Love that.
But it'll present itself. When I'm looking at this now, there's quite a few dark ones in here.
Yeah. So pretty.
Yeah.
Okay,
nice.
so I have shown this before. It's the Iris pullover, you guys. I think this is spectacular.
Oh, I love this one.
I love it. It's been out for a bit. It's been out since this fall, and I've looked at it a million times.
Is it knit in the round and steeked? Like, are yours, what is it?
Good question.
Is it drop shoulder?
I think so. So let me just quickly pull the
I'd be
pattern.
interested to know that. I think this, so it's all over, right,
Yes.
neckline to bottom band. It's so beautiful.
You read that while I show you what I did.
Okay.
So then I went to the website and picked. You guys, this is only 2 of 4 bags I got.
You just bought a bunch of colors?
Tons.
So now you don't have enough of anything for a main color.
No, I do, because look, I noticed in this bag I have 4 of these. But what also surprised me, you guys.
Oh my God, this is so
What's
beautiful.
is it fingering weight?
Oh yeah. It's knit in this.
I know.
Okay, this is a light fingering, this yarn. But
Nobody likes the light fingering.
heavy. This one, when you wash it, it blooms beautifully.
Yeah.
I've only ever swatched with this yarn. I would love to knit with this yarn.
Okay, so I couldn't decide on the colors, so I thought, why not get them all?
It is steeked. I love it.
Right?
I would rather do that. I was thinking, oh my God, please tell me I don't have to knit colorwork flat. Because I really would love to make this. Okay, wait a minute. There is flat. The shoulder and the neckline shaping are back and forth flat.
Oh, I should have
Before
read
it is all
this.
joined in the round for the color work. Don't panic. Color work's in the round. Yoke and body are then finished top down in the round with a faux seam on the sides as a special feature. Steeks can be cut open while knitting the body or before starting the sleeves. This is going to be a fun
Don't you think
project.
it would be fun? And I think I should just do it.
I do too.
I also think that Garden Gate one that I looked at before, remember I bought yarn for it?
Yes, I love that too. This is wowie. So, Jodi, what color is your flower going to be?
I don't know. Look, it could
See,
be
they've
this.
done 2, like a light blue, dark blue. Ooh, I love
Look
that.
at this.
I have a whole cone of this.
Look at
the
that.
dark purple.
Do you?
Yes, I
Look,
love it.
You guys, it's so good.
If
It's
you
like
need
Marley.
more of that, Jodi,
I'm not
it's
kidding.
This
I have
yarn.
probably 35 skeins.
This is what you did with Gilead. This is dangerous though because this is such a good price point. This yarn is it's amazing wool.
I think I spent maybe $150 on all this yarn.
So our friend Monique from the retreat this last weekend had on a couple of different sweaters, and I kept saying to her, oh, I love your yarn, I love your yarn. It was all this.
Was it?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
you guys. Oh, look at this blush.
Look at all the people. Love, love, love
Look at
wool
this
super
blush
soft.
color.
Jodi. Yeah.
So I don't know. That is my intention. Who's to say it'll ever happen?
And if you need colors, I think, oh, I love this poppy so much. I think
This is my main color.
The Fiber Nook also carries some Holst, which I love. They love this kind of woolly wool stuff too.
I'll need help.
So if you need colors, Jodi, I love that you bought this rainbow. I love this color, this green apple.
Okay, do you know what else would
This
could
is
be
called Calypso. Oh my God, I love it.
I should
I
have
feel
brought
like
them
this
all.
has to go in the leaves somehow. Even
Yeah.
if you go down to like even if you fade it
Yeah.
like this,
Yes.
a little bit of this would be nice. Ah,
Here's my other thing when I noticed it was fingering. See, this is me. I didn't even read the pattern. I just bought the yarn. That's so unlike me.
here, I'm in my head. I'm like,
Here's what I'm thinking. What if I held this double
yeah.
and did this for the main color and one stripe in between each one?
So we're not doing the colorwork sweater.
No, I'm not doing the colorwork sweater, but another option.
Here's the thing. I'm not sure you have enough unless you've got doubles of certain things. I don't know that you have enough.
Correct.
Do you know what I mean? Because there's colorwork all over. So the
Correct.
leaves, but maybe you have enough if you.
What if we did a different flower each row?
Yeah, there's, you know what? Okay, there's a pattern by Knitting for Olive called Dots, and it's, I think, DK, and it's literally just a cream base with different like polka dots all the way down, just
Yeah.
rows of. So,
that's
and I think it would be really
fun.
cool if you did a different color within the dot, like the dot starts one and then goes into another, like it would look like a watercolor kind of.
Like this could be a raglan.
Lots of people knit this held double. I've swatched it held double.
A raglan for the main color, and every small, like maybe 4 rows, and then every small stripe is a different color.
Okay, look, this is what the Doodle Dictionary is made for.
Speaking of, you guys, I swear this was not planned. We just restocked. It flew off the shelves so quick.
It's so good. This is such a good book.
They did not anticipate it selling in the fall when it sold. You couldn't get this book.
It was out of print so quickly.
We have just restocked. This and the 2 Lina, the Finnish knits and the Nordic knits are back in stock.
Good. Listen, there's a lot of us that love colorwork knitting, and these resources, this is so incredibly useful, especially if you like to get creative and make your own color charts, right? So she's got the base patterns in here and a bunch of charts and stuff, but you can mix and match to your heart's content. This is perfect for something like this.
Yeah.
Now, there's no sweater in there, right? That's coming.
Look.
This is accessories, but there's a bunch of them. I believe she's working on something that's a sweater.
Listen, she has got.
But don't quote me on that, but I think that's right. But there's so many, not only just charts and patterns, tips and tricks to be a successful colorwork knitter. So even if you love it, but don't feel like you've branched out to try it yet, this is just a great resource all the way around. Yeah. From beginner to adventurous, not
Speaking
beginner.
of what to do with your mini set.
Yeah.
This.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Jodi, I love that you bought this yarn. After talking to Monique and seeing her sweaters, I was like, I'm going home to knit something with that.
Oh, see,
those cones.
I wasn't there for that conversation. It's woolly, you guys, but it's got that layer of softness. Like, it's wool.
It's
beautiful.
Not the nicest to knit with, most people say, but when you wash it, it transforms.
100% wool, 50 grams, 314 yards.
And this is Danish wool, right?
So it's like, you guys, it's light.
Oh, it is light.
So 100 gram skein would be 630.
Yeah. So lots of people hold this double to get other gauges.
I think I'm going to do what I just said I'm going to do. How amazing, you guys, would that be to have every stripe a different color?
Look at that.
But a main color, like a cream sweater with multi-stripes.
Okay, when I did this swatch, this is what I thought of, getting a blush.
You should go get a blush.
I don't know if it exists, but this color combination, I can't even. Jodi, you got so many good colors.
This is half.
That's so funny.
I think 30 might be reserved.
Did you get blues?
Oh, yeah, that's the other bags.
Okay.
But this is kind of a gray blue.
But this slow is just...
This is sage blue.
Like, from far away, it looks... Oh, yeah, it's the darkest eggplant.
It took forever to come. I think it was stuck in the mail, like Canada
maybe.
Post. But
That's
you guys,
nice.
It's wound.
Oh, I know. Dream, right?
It's wound.
Or you can buy it on cones.
Right. Yeah.
So you can make your own big cake and then pull from front, inside and outside if you want. Listen, it's a rainbow of colors. If you can't find the color you like there, I don't know what to tell you. Look at that.
I think I bought it all. But like, be thoughtful in the way I place my stripes. Like maybe do like pinks gradiating, greens gradiating, blues like pinks.
Yes.
Yeah.
All of that. I love this. This must have been a fun order to pick. Okay, this color that I'm like in love with, dried plaster.
That's the worst name.
Not an attractive name.
That's so funny. Continental Drift. She said she's also done her
That's
Emery
Lisa.
vest. Yeah.
Sorry, she did her emery vest in this, so
Yeah.
double stranded.
Yeah.
What about color bleeding? That's what swatching's all about.
I'm going to swatch with the darkest and the lightest, and we'll see. Like, I
Yeah.
am going to swatch.
And I'm sure they tell you to be careful about that stuff, but I don't have any experience knitting with it. I've also never heard, oh my God, I love that. Rose Garden. I've also never heard of people say it totally bleeds.
Yeah.
So I'm sure they're conscious of that because it is a very popular colorwork yarn,
Yeah.
right? So they know people are knitting
Yeah,
it
so
together.
I will like use like dark. for-
Jodi.
This is inspired.
So you're doing the cream natural color because you could do a really dark.
Yeah.
I
Like
love
your
cream,
socks,
though.
That we love how dark your socks were for the
Yeah,
background.
that with that dark navy, almost black. Like it was barely blue. It was like a navy and a black wash on top of it. It was darker
God, I
than.
love it.
Holst has never bled. Somebody said.
Okay, yeah, I would imagine.
So this yarn is called Holst. It's by Holst Garn and it's called Super Soft. They do other bases as well. They do one that's called Coast and it's like a wool cotton, which would be amazing for these summer things we're talking about. They do lots of different bases.
I also will let you know that the kits for that sweater at the time that I was impatiently buying were not quite yet available. But now they have kits for that sweater.
So it was it designed in this yarn?
Yes.
Okay, this green's really pretty too. It's dark apple.
How do you HOLST yarn?
I loved swatching with it. I loved it.
Oh yeah, Iris kit.
Look at that.
See, they have the Iris kit. I love that palette. There's also
They
an
did a
Iris hat.
beautiful job putting
If you
that
guys
together.
don't want to do the sweater, maybe I'll just do the hat.
Why not?
Right?
It's also a good way to get a feel of the yarn, and if you think you could do a whole sweater in it. Because like,
So pretty.
I don't know what her gauge is. I love the idea that it's a steeked project, you guys. The gauge is, oh, what did I just do there? I'm on the Gnome. I guess it wasn't on my phone. Iris? And you know what? I'm such a sucker for floral patterned color work. So the gauge is, this is 28.5 stitches in color work. That's pretty, like those Shetland sweaters and stuff, I think are somewhere around there. Yeah.
Right.
It doesn't look super tight when you look at the pictures. Like
No.
it doesn't look, I love it.
I just thought it
so
was
she knit it
spectacular.
on a 3.5 millimeter needle.
I know.
So that's all right.
Maybe I'll
I
start
bet
with the
you
hat.
she'll do a vest.
Well, you could make your own vest because the sleeves are steeked. You can just do
It's
ribbing.
drop shoulder. You could do a short sleeve version
Yeah.
because your drop shoulder would come down to here.
Right.
That would be really
Or
cute.
choose a size that you know would work for a vest that's not drop shoulder. Mind you, that might be screwing with it too much.
So I mean the kit that comes in and this palette is really beautiful. Jodi, I'm so excited for
I
you.
love it
Whatever you do with it.
Let's be honest, the chances of me knitting it are slim.
The chart.
But I really
These all
want
over
to.
colorwork ones, they are dream projects.
They are.
And I really loved my vest last summer. I would do another vest in a second.
Well, Mary Jane just came out with the other one, a new all-over vest.
She's test knitting.
Oh, it's test knitting.
So yeah. And it looks like Gudrun Johnston's got one also in progress. Would I wear an all over colorwork like that?
Yes.
Yeah. It's really beautiful. I really love that vanilla creamy main color. Okay.
Love it. I just have Frankie Gray update. So
Okay.
I'm
I want to share one last thing because we were so spoiled and surprised when we met Jessica.
yes.
Jessica came to our marketplace on the weekend, and she's a local company that I didn't even know about. She said Calgary, right?
Look at this handmade,
I couldn't believe that.
stitched, embroidered card.
That's a lot of work.
Isn't that spectacular?
beautiful.
It's handmade. Jessica made it. Yeah.
So she came to the
Yeah.
market with her mom.
Yeah, beautiful.
And they were shopping.
Yeah.
And she is Northern Crow Creations. And look what she's got. I've never seen. So here she is. She's a glass and fiber artist. She does these
just beautiful, you guys.
like needle felted
books.
notebook covers. And it's a cover. Like you can, when you're done, you can find another book to put in this little.
How beautiful is that,
It's
though?
gorgeous. And then glass,
Oh, these are
gorgeous
spectacular.
glass beaded stitch markers. I'm so glad she came to say hello. And
I want to take a class that we can make glass
yes,
beads.
I would love a glass blowing.
How
Glass blowing,
beautiful are
pottery.
those?
Those are the things
Little
that I would
works
love
of
to try.
art.
Look how
Oh.
pretty those are.
Those are beautiful.
And they've all got the beautiful findings that open, so they can be your stitch progress keeper, stitch marker.
Yeah, those are my favorite findings.
See, now I want to talk to her. Like, do you make these beads? Because obviously,
I think I would.
she's a glass art.
Oh, yeah.
Glass and fiber art.
For sure, she makes them.
Like, how cool is that?
Her name is on them. Just kidding, it's not. But I'm guessing she made it.
Okay, this reminds me, over Christmas, somehow I saw there's a family candy business called, I think it's Logan's Candies in California. And they blew up kind of on TikTok, just doing all these videos. It's a made from scratch
It wasn't
business.
the Australian company?
No, they're in
Okay.
California because the Kardashians bought their
She's
candy.
here.
Who?
Hello, Jessica.
Jessica! Yes, she makes them.
Okay.
Okay.
Beautiful.
That's amazing. But it reminds me of the like when you hot sugar, like they show you from start to finish how they do their candy. I'm mesmerized. Like it's so cool. They do everything by hand and then they pull like these giant hunks of sugar
I know.
that they've dyed. Anyway, I love following them. And they were one of the businesses, and I know there's so many, but when TikTok was going to be banned, like it made a difference to their business. There's a lot of businesses that use those platforms, right?
I follow an Australian candy company in that exact scenario where it was an older mother and father, but their young kids
Exactly.
during TikTok, during COVID, like brought them onto, and now they're like have a bazillion followers.
And let me tell you, it is mesmerizing to watch. They are. They're called Logan's Candies.
Oh,
And like the mom I think it's the dad that's making like the center for these chocolates and then puts them in all these old machines. Like we're used to seeing bakery machines and the stuff in the back of our grocery store. And some of these remind me of like you go like this and it makes it into little pieces. And then it goes to the next stage where she's hand dipping every one.
Amazing.
And then she goes, these ones get a little loop. So when they look at this chocolate, they know that's a cherry whatever.
Yes.
Because of what she's done to the top of every hand dipped chocolate.
wow.
Fresh, hand, homemade. Anyway, I love watching these guys. I would totally work there.
I would take a candy class too.
Oh, I would work there. That would
love
be
those.
so fun. I've never seen like when you look at this stuff, you think, well, see, he's like working with
Yes.
and that becomes candy canes and he pulls it. It becomes lots of things. There's adding the color. You guys, I can't eat.
I could watch
love
it for hours.
I totally
Yeah,
could watch it
that's
for
so
hours.
funny.
But the glass work, Jessica, I'm so amazed.
Can I see those ones, please?
Yes. Oh, Jodi, look, you got little dots on one. That's so cool. And these swirlies.
Yeah, you guys.
Wow, what talent.
spectacular.
What talent.
Okay.
Okay, well, we'll see her again.
See, these things we should get in our shop.
I was just thinking, I wonder if she does wholesale or I wonder if she does.
Right, we can get a set of stitch markers for our shop. And then I love these little things. Make a little notions pouch.
I just love supporting handmade
Yeah, me too.
artists,
Yeah.
right? And thank you for sharing your stuff with us, Jessica. It's beautiful. Thank you.
Love it.
Oh, I see our friend Val. Val Fibres is here.
Hello, Val.
Sweetie Val.
Okay, you guys. It was so funny because after we came back from Knit City, there's been this bucket that people weren't buying the stuff that were in the bucket. There were these yarn sets. Well, we didn't have them listed in the
This is
shop.
August.
This is Frankie Fibres.
Oh my God. And August. That's
August.
when Knit City was.
So we had a whole bunch of kits
This is so beautiful.
made up. Like this one is for a sweater, but you can use it for anything, right? It's like mohair. And then we have some DK sets. So what we did is
so
we put
funny.
all of our mini sets, and we have them on fingering and DK 20s and 50s, but we've also put all of our yarn bundles on sale.
Oh,
This happens to be one of our Christmas ones. These are 50-gram skeins.
one of the reasons I loved it is because it wasn't so like it. You
use
didn't
it
look
for
at it.
anything.
Yeah, you can use it for absolutely anything.
Anything. So they're all
What's
on
that?
sale.
What's that one called?
Non-denominational Christmas sweater.
Nice.
And then we also had some 50s that, you know, color development and things that we put together.
That's cool.
They were already a little bit reduced when we put them together, but we've now put 15% off everything.
Wow.
And same with these sets of mohair and suri. This can be used for an instant crush,
That's beautiful.
but could be used for anything. So we have tons and tons of sets, and they're all on sale this weekend.
And if people haven't tried that cashmere suri silk
Yeah.
base, this is such a good time to try it.
Yeah. Tons
Beware, you will love it.
Yeah.
It's crazy soft.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to show you just at the top of the page. There's all the yarn bundles, and then you'll come across the minis, so they're easy to shop. But tons
Your
of
website's so colorful and
tons of
beautiful.
sets, you guys. You'll be going to be able to find something fingering or DK. We also put our tape measures here, and we've got some more of these bags. And
good.
another thing we did was we had these silicone notions pouches as well
I love those.
that can be added on. So
Yeah. Super handy.
yes.
It's for all the little things, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I love that. Jodi, we've been so like I can see it's been 3 weeks.
Yeah.
All kinds of stuff. Val said she misses the chatting in the crow's nest. Me too.
Me too.
It was pretty cool looking out the window, whale watching. That was pretty fun.
This weekend?
Yeah, what's going on this weekend? Now you're going to cast on something new?
Yeah.
I'm totally casting on. Next time we see you, I'll have the start of something.
Hopefully,
a garment, like a
hopefully
t-shirt.
I'm well into a vest.
Okay. So with sparkle?
Yes,
That's awesome.
I think. Or this one. This one is calling my name. This striped, this Holst yarn sweater.
Well, I wanted, after I finished the Audrey top, I thought to myself, I could totally do this striped. Like, you know, 1 or 1.5 inch just stripes. Nothing repeating. That would be good.
That would be really good.
But it's a different look. Like if you're looking for the sparkle and the black and you want to add
I want
your-
both.
Okay, well there you go.
What's a world that I cast them both on?
The casting on is so fun. So fun.
Yeah, Lisa, I love an iris cal idea.
Ooh,
Maybe
there
we
must be somebody doing it.
There's got to be. It's not very old, but maybe that's something we think about for when we're done our summer lightweight.
We could do a like color work cal like all summer if you want. Like we could do it anything, whatever we want.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
So don't forget, 15 minutes of knitting, 15 minutes of making, 15 minutes of what
Excuse me.
I'm talking.
No. So
15 minutes of bless you.
sorry.
Just give yourself those 15 minutes a day. You guys, I promise it'll make a difference.
I feel like now more than ever, we could use a little bit of meditating, chill time, whatever you want to call it, right? The stress is real.
Stress
we
is
need
real.
to manage it. It's
Yeah.
not something that's going to go away anytime soon.
Yeah.
And I think if we just keep pushing it down and pushing it down, it's the exact wrong thing to be doing for ourselves. So even things like going for a walk. Like I love the idea of having an audiobook you only listen to when you go for a walk. Or
So then you
try
look forward
knitting
to-
while you're walking. Like all of those things are so, so good for you. I want to get more into I love walking. Like I love when we travel and we walk everywhere. So I want to just do more local walking.
I
love
don't
it.
love it, but I know my body loves it.
And
Like,
I think
everything.
I might do an audiobook or something. Like
Yeah.
I think I do need not just walking, a little bit more.
brisk.
Like something to do, like
Yoke.
something listening to something
Yes.
or
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we have our summer knit along going on in Ravelry.
We do. To please go check it out and join us. That's what I'm casting on a t-shirt for.
Yeah.
I had one more thing to share, but I'll share it next time.
Okay.
And I love it.
And don't forget, we always have our monthly sock knit along.
Totally. All of it.
It's
all the
all
time.
in there.
And it's fingering weight and DK. Even I can do DK socks in a month. So all of those good things. But I think knitting or making or crafting or whatever you want to call it is a big part of self-care routine, stress management, all of that stuff. Whatever you choose to do. Maybe you're a stitcher. Maybe you're, I want to be more of a crocheter. I still want to knit, or I still want to crochet a big blanket, like beautiful blanket. There are not enough hours in the day to do it all. But I'm going to try my best. So there.
Oh, I love it.
Star, thank you so much.
Thank you, BJ.
I just
Star.
realized we didn't even message you and
No.
BJ.
We're the worst.
The absolute worst, but we adore you both and thank you so much for everything. Thanks if you guys were able to join us live, or if not, later.
Also, we'll come back next week.
Yeah.
We'll have a few exclusive things popped into the shop for our birthday celebration, so you don't want to miss that.
We've got some fun things that are here that we've planned with amazing makers, so we're really excited to share them with you. And our schedule might be a little messed up because we have some trips throughout the year, so maybe we'll do every week and then maybe every 2 weeks, and who knows what's going on. But next week,
Amber, you're late to the party.
we're coming back. We're coming back. It's
love
just
you
so
guys.
nice to see everybody. I didn't see Amber.
She just came in, she said.
Oh, well, we'll start over.
Yeah.
We'll just start over.
Okay.
Screech.
Have the best week. Give yourself grace. Let
Yes.
yourself be. Allow yourself to make mistakes. And I don't know. Just be easy on yourself.
Yeah, be kind to yourself for sure, you guys.
We love you. Thank you for joining.
We totally love you. Have the best week. We'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.
Mwah.
That's so